Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons. Woo! I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me, as always, are the wonderful members of Nova. Say hello, everybody.
Ahoy.
Hello. This is the Nat 13's Disney D&D Season 5, technically. Secrets of Dizania. If you're curious, heavy spoilers, of course, because, man, we did like 4 seasons worth of this stuff. Look it up. But most importantly, we do not own any of the following works. This is all parody work. We're just doing this for fun, so please support, promote, and share, but don't sue. Last we saw the members of Nova on the island of Neverland being transported. Saris, your patron, Thumbelina, wink wink nudge nudge, transported you and the ship, which was sailing on its course, into this island. You had to fight through corrupted fairies and pixies, the creation of not a Seelie court, as is thought, but something new and more malevolent and maleficent. As realizing your patron was Goldenfall, one of these honestly terrible fairies that never supported Queen Thumbelina's regime. Queen Thumbelina, though, and Megara, the original Imagineers, being summoned in thanks to the ability of course, not to throw any disrespect, Franny making a deal and becoming the chosen of Artemis to help your friends get to this spot in the first place, and Saris finding then a patron in Tiger Lily, the goddess of life and death, this major goddess that has formed. As you all hear, the big things, of course, driving away these pixies, saving this throne, getting this information. What could have turned really bad with Meg trying to take her daughter, Antigone, away, realizing, though, that one of the party members, Kenai, is the brother of someone she had to deal with in her, shall we say,
that was
previous
very
life.
euphemistic.
Yeah.
Deal with. Antigone, you are now basically being let out on this quest almost in recompense. In that very Grecian eye for an eye of, this is a way I can make amends, because there really isn't a way at this point that would be immoral or illegal.
Yeah.
So, with this being said, we see you all on the beach of Dizania. As you are here, a lot of time you have all leveled up, you're all feeling more powerful, more solid also in maybe quest and ideology, but the big thing must be talked about, the, shall we call it, Dumbo in the room. You are currently on Neverland. Your ship is landlocked somewhere in the Neverland jungle, which every so often plants seem to like wink at you and beckon you into the forest, which doesn't seem like a good sign. You are then on this island. Your ship is landlocked somewhere off in the jungle, and the Dwarven kingdom of Katmura, which was your initial goal and charter, is so far away on the opposite side of the world now. So what's our goal?
At the end of the last session, though, didn't somebody tell us to like go somewhere on the island and that we would like? I thought we got directions.
Yeah.
I thought we did too.
Unfortunately, it's been enough. It's been a hot
It's been so
second.
many weeks. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So, question, guys. So, when we said I don't believe in fairies, we got like some evil stuff.
We
What
will
if
never say that again.
Opposite.
I thought about that. I
do
literally thought about that
believe in
last
I'm going
week.
to be super, super nice and mean at the same time. You said it on stream, but I won't penalize in the sense of saying this. You watch a fairy's body that was downed in some attack, like crawl its spider way out of the tank and fly off into the forest.
Okay, so we can just never say that ever
Let's
again.
just not talk about them. Let's just not talk about
fairies.
That's
Well,
safe.
but the other thing had like such specific circumstances to make anything happen with it. Like, I don't remember how much it was got explained to our characters versus like us as players.
Yeah.
But you had the whole like, there had to be like corrupt, and there was like the whole shadow thing, and Maleficent's spirit just has to be there.
Yes,
like,
as far as you know,
stuff
though,
doesn't just happen for saying it. It's also when combined.
it's
with
almost
specific
like,
conditions.
I will say, with Maleficent, with everything, some fundamental aspect of Fae culture has changed somehow.
Okay.
To the point of, if you want to experiment on it, you totally can. But I'll give that in that like
I'm all
that
for
phrase,
experimenting
at
on
least
fairies.
right now, for sure has a triggering effect with these corruption and pixies. Something on the island does that.
Morph
You don't know
would
if
warn you not to experiment with those kind of things.
it's Morph dissolving into bubblegum goo in a pan somewhere. Yeah. Don't experiment on yourself or Faye.
Nope.
Well, the worst part was like Morph hadn't told anyone at that point, and so she was just gonna do that, and none of us would have known what had happened.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been
Morph
so
kills,
dark.
like, actually kills
Here,
himself.
you can just take a picture of the sheet yourself.
thank
It'll
you.
be easier that way.
Thank you so much.
I apologize for my spider script.
That's not that bad, Will. Trust me. No. I will say this. I think I didn't write down, but I do also have the memory. If you head around the outset of the island, there is a point on the northern beach you think could give help. Meg would have given that, like, you can head this way and I'll offer it. Meg is also the kind of person to, like, if this is a quest, if this is something big, interference and involvement can go south so fast. So it's not like, listen, here's something that could help you by going northward on the island. It would be like a half a day's journey. You might have to camp unless you really hoof it, but this could help.
What did I step in?
As important to know, Thumbelina and Meg. Thumbelina has gone back to her kingdom to start dealing with the fallout of Golden Fall's now dead, but so much has happened. Meg is going back to something that the Imagineers are doing.
Which we still don't know.
Still don't know.
Which Thumbelina's not a part of because she's only an honorary Imagineer most of the
It's true. As Thumbelina, it may have been like she could have been with the Imagineers, but now it's for sure like, okay, I gotta go back to
I think
my...
like you were there, and then your kingdom went crazy in your absence, so you're going back home to deal
Yeah.
I feel like she's just dealing with her kingdom for a long time. She was
Yes.
gone for a long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
In terms of Fairy, again, harking back to what happened before Cam, man, it's been a hot second. It's been an Old Testament worth of stuff. Old Testament, Quran, Torah, whatever you want to call it. It's been a long time. In also a religious sense.
Other than technically, those books all cover basically the same history.
That's kind of why I put them all in that sense. On Neverland, if you want, you can head out. I will say, everyone is rather beat up right now, which is the unfortunate feeling of everyone's feeling bad. So if you want, it could be, do we short rest now and go? Do we just hoof it and hope nothing happens? Or do we take a long rest and start out first light?
What time of day is it?
Right now, it is about noon on Neverland. Being out of the jungle does help. It's not like, oh, great, we're not dealing with, like, nighttime.
Okay.
I will say this is probably the safest place in Neverland.
Yeah, so let's maybe hunker down here.
We're in a cave, right?
Right now, you're on the beach right now, because
Okay.
what was the cave has now been destroyed thanks to Maleficent
that's
being
right.
gone. Yes,
So we're at Tiger Lily's grave still?
yes, this is a pretty, like, probably because it's a hallowed site, there's not a lot of flora and fauna out here.
Yeah.
It's a nice little, like, cove that the Imagineers found.
I want to know, is there a tiny little pond?
That comes up. Yes, there is a
Yes.
pond. It's very much like you think when the original Imagineers probably made this gravesite, it was that like this is a
Pretty
nice place, like because Neverland is always shifting. Like it's honestly a wonder certain things haven't been overgrown or re-overgrown.
Well, I'm mostly dead, I feel. I'm ready to take a break and just kind of pass out.
You could just take a long rest. Like, hey, we'll start out first light. Like, take a day here and just. That being said, I will also be super nice, and I've let. By choosing to rest here, no need for watches, as this is a consecrated ground, or rather, has been purged thanks to your guys' actions in fighting off the evil here, and nothing minor evil could even start to come close to touching this gravesite.
Good.
In which case, go ahead, everyone, take the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, heavens.
That's going to be great for everyone. That will also refill ability checks, hit points, hit dice. For our 3 humans or half human, Your points of inspiration
they're
have
back.
returned.
Oh wait, can I do one thing before I rest then so I can use my point of inspiration?
Yes, I would allow that.
Okay, because I'm freshly out of a spellcasting focus and my talisman.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and pass those down to everyone.
So
You, Megan, and Marissa all get one.
Yep.
I guess then I would go back up to the grave.
No, thank you.
And I would wait until it's kind of quieter again. And I don't know what kind of offering Tiger Lily would want. All I know is what I've been told by mainly Antigone, frankly.
Yes.
And that brief vision I had. So she cares about people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said that I have a page from the book that shows the pictures of the Imagineers all together with Arthur.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put that down on the ground in front of the grave.
Okay.
Are you feeling better, Tiger Lily, now that your grave isn't covered in gold?
No response.
Okay. I am going to then use my... Oh crap. Let me look at the difference between Sacred Flame and Guiding Bolt, because one might be closer to explosion-y type stuff than the other.
Sacred Flame is flame coming from above. Like, think of it, Sacred Flame is like a holy halo of light that just starts to burn things.
Fall down a pillar of fire.
Guiding
I'm
Bolt
like, that might
is
be not bad.
closer because it's light streaking towards something that becomes radiant damage.
Cool. So
And, of course, it leaves that glittering effect around them.
excellent. Is there a... Well, I guess I'll just aim it up into the sky, angled towards the tree, so not... In case there's anything that comes down on us, I
A
don't
third
want
level
it.
Guiding Bolt streaks off into the treetops.
You like explosions, right?
Yeah, it sounds like something exploded in the distance.
You're supposed to make
I
them
hope-
explode every day, right?
Yep. And well, every time
Explode
I fight
every
bad guys.
combat.
No.
Anytime you face
At least
evil,
once.
make it explode at least once.
So I think I have learned how to make things explode. I'm sorry if it was something that wasn't supposed to explode. I need your help again.
No answer.
Oh, shit, dang it. Well, this is gonna be awkward. I'm just going to sleep next to the grave site as close as I feel is appropriate without being sacrilegious.
Yeah. I will say for the rest of you, waking up then in the morning.
I was just figuring out what I was
updating
making
for
runes
which
of
stuff.
and everything.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
there are a couple I would like to give people.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 extra shield runes, and I want to give one to Saris because I'm freaked out because you just got swirled, and so I'm very worried about you.
got swirled. You got swirled.
So one to Saris,
Swirl.
and then just like very
Hopefully never
quietly,
again.
no words exchanged, super awkward. I'm gonna just hand a shield rune to Kenai.
Oh gosh.
That just
That is so
silent
awkward, I'm
face,
like- Kenai and Saris, you have a shield rune. It is a reaction, just like basic stuff. Hell yeah. That is super cool. Upon awakening, Neverland mornings are lovely because so often poetic say like dawn and her rosy lips brush the land. It feels like you get like that little forehead kiss of sunlight and warmth
Aww.
as you wake up on Neverland. It truly is a magical feeling of like, wow, I really actually feel rested, I feel prepared, I feel loved.
That's so cute.
Upon waking up, Saris, there is a bangarang, or as you would know, a small little necklace with a stone in it that looks to be made of starlight.
Oh.
Hang on, does it look like the same ones we got in the
It
finale?
does not.
Okay.
As this is a talisman for
Yeah.
you. This is your spellcasting focus and talisman now.
Oh, it's both?
Yes, it is.
Dang.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. As you can then resummon a spellcasting focus, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
Is
awesome.
what your patron will give you. you want to play with a sword? Hey, your eyes perked up there.
Don't give him any ideas, August.
No, trust me. No.
No.
As you all awaken them, it is early morning. You've all taken a long rest. And does the party want to try to set out now, or is there anything else people want to do real quick before leaving?
Where are we again?
Currently, you're about the southern tip of Neverland. So, like, on the south side.
So there's no shops or anything. We're not near.
Oh, not at all. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't remember if we had traveled elsewhere. Okay.
Nope.
Just to be funny.
I don't think there's any shops in Neverland.
I don't think
Yeah,
so either.
there's like, you look over, you see off in a treetop, there's a monkey with a bunch of bananas in front of it. That other monkeys are trading peanuts with it. But it looks like they're all just bananas.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Had to check.
love
Neverland's
that.
weird. So yeah, there's like
Love that.
there's monkey
Do I-
economy
are
in
there any
Neverland.
Peanuts on the ground.
On the nat 20, Kim, there's 6 wonderful looking peanuts on the ground
Can
next
I
to you.
trade 6 peanuts for 6 bananas with this monkey?
This monkey pulls out a really big banana.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
Go ahead and add a large Neverlandian banana to your inventory.
I love it.
I rolled a nat 20. That's wild.
So something I've learned in Disney D&D, anything that August lets you put on your inventory sheet
As a stat.
can come in handy eventually.
Yes, I will always.
I
That
will
may be a
only
black
ever
banana.
flavor. I will just kind of say things like, if I say put it in your inventory sheet, yes, it means it's something.
If it may be a black banana, but you can eventually use that for something.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah.
You okay?
So,
Oh, thank you, Lonnie.
Kim Possible, you now have a large Neverlandian banana. As the monkeys immediately like are each like throwing banana peels. You may have just like crushed the monkey economy by putting 6 peanuts in as they all head off into the trees to look for new ways to barter. As these Neverlandian howler monkeys, as they're technically known, rush off into the trees and are gone.
I love that.
Crazy.
I keep forgetting to do this because we have been so busy, but we did finally get a rest and hopefully some downtime. Remember how I got that? I almost called her.
Just what
Anyways,
August
remember
said.
when I got that like healing potion from Carol's shop, and I've been waiting for a chance to try and analyze it and see if I can like replicate one.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Everyone
don't make
missing,
some
I guess
arcana
we know
checks or whatever
the culprit.
during the downtime to like see if I can figure out how this potion is made.
It was adorable.
which potion specifically? The healing potion or the other?
I love that.
It's only the healing potion.
Yes.
That's all I've got.
Oh, you are used the potion clairvoyance from the.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes. Sorry. In my mind, I forgot that you had.
Because
Okay.
Arcane Spell List does not give me any healing
I
spells, so I'm
will
trying to
let
cheat my way
you
into
know.
it.
That's
I will let you make an
amazing.
Arcana check. I will kind of give you this also as a DM by choosing again. All this being like a homebrew, we've created a witch class. If you had taken the potion spell class, there wouldn't have been checks necessarily. Like you could basically just do this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check. I'll let you know it's a DC
That's
21
amazing.
to start getting anything good.
Okay.
We should never give him this power though, because he would net one us all the time. It's a gavel.
A DM gavel.
A baby DM.
You
gavel.
want to so
No, that's
bad.
an actual like full size.
Oh, it's an actual gavel?
Yeah.
I swear that's a 22.
Wow.
right?
Woo! Yeah.
Oh my
22.
gosh.
Antigone, I
Yeah,
will
that's
give
18.
you this.
Uh-huh.
On a 22 Arcana, health potions are the bread and butter of an adventurer's lifestyle, and yet we never stop and think about what goes into them. You think it's gotta be like a spell. Like with your runes, there's gotta be the actual magic, of course, surrounding it. You gotta have probably the materials, some sort of somatic component, and some sort of verbal, right? I mean, either a spell cast. As far as you can tell, it really should just be then some sort of potion. You're going to need the right ingredients and someone to put the magic into it, right? With this being said, I'll leave that up to you, how you think that could be. Again, if you had chosen the potion subclass of which, I would be giving you, like, there's, like, different subsects of, like, a health potion greater or even health potions
But
with
so
other
the
effects.
vibe that I'm getting from this is without the ability to cast the actual healing spell, you still can't make it.
Exactly.
It's not the
As-
ingredients,
I've
it's
and
got a
it's-
healing spell now.
But
Yeah,
you don't
well-
have the know-how of a witch. It's like,
Oh yeah, I
just
know.
the fact
You-
that like I still can't heal people. people.
Yeah.
It's
I'm so
it's
sorry.
the
That's
downside
okay. I
of being a witch
I'm
where
very worried that like I am one of the beefier party members, and so if other people go down, there's nothing I can do. I hate that.
Well, who are the beefiest? You, me, and
You
Kenai?
and
Yeah.
the three of us probably.
Yep, definitely.
all of you are the top.
Are you not? Well, because doesn't
no,
your
I'm a
bear give you
bard,
extra hit
so-
points?
Well, when you're a bear, you have those
That's
extra.
true.
Well, the bear
Yeah.
form, yes, the
Yeah.
bear form is what
That
helps you
helps. That's what helps.
because then, of course, Franny,
my
Saris, and
AC
Kim
is
are great. It's just
16,
like, yeah, you guys are like the
but
spellcasting
my
focus or like hide in
non-hit
shadows.
points.
You three are the bigger spellcasters, but like the hit point and the abilities to
Yeah.
keep you up. Cool. I will say then, with the monkey little shenanery that just happened, giving out the runes and looking in. You all then can start kind of on this next leg of the journey. Passing through, after a while, through the Neverland, keeping more towards the outside. Every so often you have to go through jungle just because of like the landscape. It's honestly rather peaceful. Most of the craziness of a Fae-touched area of Neverland really lies in the heart of it, right? The closer you get. And so the journey isn't terrible. I will say, at one point, you come across a rather large chasm that stretches what seems to be miles. It's one of those, like, you don't see the edge, or excuse me, the bottom, and the edge seems to be about 50 feet across. It's kind of like a big old tear in Neverland that just is here.
You guys know what's exactly 50 feet long?
Rope.
My grappling hook.
Grappling.
I was gonna say, if we came up with this at night, I could just
Flies
fly
up.
people
It's that
across.
downside of during the day where I just need to ask, you have your grappling hook. Would you want to bear form to also take people across, or is it just going to be let Kim take people across quick fairy-like?
I can also, as a bonus action, sprout wings.
Oh, yeah. You can fly
What?
it. Yeah. Or fly a couple people
Yeah.
while grappling.
When
them.
was that?
That was like level 1.
Yeah. Have you not noticed him flying every
We
so often?
flavored it as a bear. You basically are running along the
Yeah.
Aurora Borealis,
Yeah.
but it is like a
Oh.
rainbow iridescent
Wow.
wing that
Yeah.
technically is there too.
Ardlings,
Ardlings, we've made that
It
whole thing
has
for
been.
it. Although technically with 1D&D, Ardlings are basically just now animal races, which is weird, but like I like the previous stuff.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying. We're
You guys
playtesting.
should have seen all the shenanigans last week.
Oh, it was wild.
Holy crap,
Like,
that
the
was
creation
insane.
of
I'm going to say I just have to make a quick roll.
That's crazy.
He threw a Tarask at us.
A what?
Don't
Tarask.
tell them.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the thing that DMs decide to use when they've asked their
It's
players if
fun.
they're okay with a TPK
I-
one shot.
Yes.
need to know. Kim,
Yeah.
who's going to let Kim help grappling hook across? Who would go with Kenai either on the flying aspect?
Could your grappling hook take me?
Yeah, it's like, but it would be like one at a time of like
Yeah.
you using trees and swinging people to the other side.
I mean, I'm happy to take whoever. I don't really care.
I'd say
Go
take
with
the
Kim.
beefiest
Yeah.
one over first.
Okay.
Just so that you're more likely to survive yourself for the few moments.
Beefiest across. As you swing over, I need dexterity saving throws from both of you.
Sweet.
Oh
Should've
gosh.
said
Hey, it's okay. You're the rogue and the
I'm not
monk.
as
You've got the
good at
dexterity
dex as
saving
you guys.
throws.
I've got +5 to dex saves. So.
Yeah, you guys are probably the
As
best
I had
at
to make a
this.
roll, and it wasn't great.
Dex saving.
Come on, gargoyle
Oh, I got
dice.
+6.
Exactly. You two are actually the best. Oh no.
What?
I don't know.
10
Oh.
total.
If I roll
Oh, you're
terribly,
not
I
one of
can
the
give you inspiration.
This
people,
is
are you?
important, yes.
Because half gargoyle.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cocked between 17 and a 7.
You're good.
Hate it when that happens.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh, you already have
I
a
will
ton of
give you
inspiration.
inspiration.
Sounds good to me.
Using it, right?
Use it.
Using
Well,
it.
because I already had an inspiration.
And then you
anyway.
just-
Yeah,
now
so
this
you
got
could
one.
just offer.
Nat 20!
Are you kidding?
Come on.
Okay,
Come
no,
on,
that's
man.
Amazing.
Come
Okay.
on. That's
That
not
was-
possible, right?
That
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
amazing.
saying.
Just like flawlessly. Just,
I feel like that's a good way to start the
Yeah.
All right. I get it. Back to the normal ambient. Swinging across, a fiery tongue whips around David's torso and tries to pull you both in, and you both just acrobatic flipping each other over, Cirque du Soleil. As you land on the other side, you realize camouflaged into the chasm, this big eye opens, another eye, as this giant Neverlandian tree frog, the tree frog being the size of a small sedan, I was like, well, dang it. Tongue flicks out, grabs rocks, kind of, I bet you luck next time, and kind of like scuttle frog hops down into the chasm farther along.
So it goes further along. So it's like,
Yeah,
if it's
like
staying-
2 nat 20s, fine, done. It's like, oh well, it's right. Like it's not gonna stay and try to fight you guys if we can't get an easy meal. Well done, 2 nat 20s.
That was amazing.
And easy enough.
Crazy.
Kina, you can shuttle people and really go far over.
Yep. I'd appreciate that.
What was the
DC?
yeah.
Oh, DC was 15. It wasn't impossible,
Oh, okay.
but like
So a 10
if
would've
you
been bad.
hadn't. If you had succeeded but not on that, it would have stayed and tried to maybe eat other people around. 2 natural 20s, it's like, I'm not sticking around. Like, this frog is not dumb.
Gonna burn more calories than I'd get.
Yeah, right? It's like, this isn't worth a meal. And so it's just hopping along the chasm.
That was hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Neverland tree frog, done. I'm going to say with that
got it,
impressive
girl.
display
Welcome.
and with a 96 percentile roll, you
Dang.
guys have a easy trek through the rest of the way
It's
to
about
Neverland.
time. Our last session in Neverland.
Approaching the
Yeah.
northern cape of this island, you all are starting to look around. It's that natural, this is where we were told to go. What is there around? What do we see? And I would love perception checks from everyone then. This will be kind of a group, seeing who can find what.
Perception or investigation?
Or either or.
I would say either or. Because just tell me which one you're rolling for. Because
Well, that was almost a nat 20. Look
Because
at
if
that,
it's
sir.
investigation,
It
you
was
could
so
specifically
close.
try to look for
I
something
hate
too,
that.
like what you want to try and find.
Hey, I'm useless. I got a 5.
Well, that's not a nice thing to say, but no, I get it. Feeling that vibe of like,
Oh, that's a 10.
David and Sarah's, was
What?
that perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception. Looking around, it seems just like, okay, it's more of a cove, I guess.
Yeah, if
like,
it's
there's definitely like a bit of a
investigation, it's a 1.
circle and like, I bet this is where water could have been at one point. Let's go, Franny and Antigone.
19 perception.
19
Oh,
perception.
thank you for saving
21
me.
investigation.
21
Thank you for
investigation.
saving
And with
us.
the investigation, would you have been looking for anything particular?
Good today.
Anything
It's my first
that
one.
looks like it could transport us. So my first thought was like, oh, is there some sort of teleportation circle or whatever? But when you started describing a cove, I'm like, oh, is there like a ship hidden somewhere for
Okay,
us?
is there a ship? Is this
Nice.
water based? Kim, what did you get?
16 perception.
16 perception, not bad.
16 perception.
16 perception. I will say this, Kim and Kenine, your perception looking around, easy enough for you both to realize there's no ships here, there's no runes, there's no markings, there's no like grand stuff. It's very like, okay, this is just part of an island. Why were we told to come here? So you kind of like rule out stuff of like, it doesn't look like someone's waiting for us.
Do we need to dig
Um,
somewhere?
No, I got it. I got it.
What is it?
Franny, on the 19, you're looking through perception-wise, and I will come back to you in a second.
Alright.
Oh, interesting.
Because on a 21 investigation, Antigone, you look through, and it's enough of like, kind of going in surf, like, okay, there's no teleportation underwater, it's not like a high tide thing, definitely not in the jungle, we would have seen something behind us. The far side of the island is mountain, so it's like, unless, no, this is definitely the north side then. Out in the water, you are looking for like ship or other transportation, and everyone but Franny is surprised when Antigone is pulled under the water.
I didn't
Did
want-
a mermaid just like yank me?
I'm
Freaking
gonna pull like a
mermaids.
Wesley and Princess Bride and just dive in.
You dive in. What's going on?
Shocking
Franny,
grasp.
I have no idea if
yes,
I
there's
can
some-
Grasp the whole water.
Whatever grabs me, shocking grasp.
You're in water.
Because
It's
we're in
gonna
water.
shock you in the water.
I didn't know he was diving
It's
after
true,
me
you
that
didn't
fast.
know.
What
You
did it
didn't
shock
know.
you?
I'm immune to
Yeah.
lightning damage.
Yeah.
because of her stuff. I'm going to
Because of her
say
dad.
this.
It's
That's
it's like
hilarious.
Alexi.
Depending on
Because
like initiative
actually,
or whatever, I could do it before you jump in.
I'm going
theoretically.
to, for fun and flavor, counterspell.
A
as-
counterspell on a cantrip?
Yes, because it would hurt.
Wow.
As Antigone, you are pulled under the water. No one else sees this. Antigone, you are face to face with a woman with flowing red hair,
Ariel
but the
again.
bottom half is a fish.
We were only trying to drown her.
As you
What
see
did
this
I-
woman
what did
come
I
up,
recognize that
what
I
it looks to you,
recognizing?
you see this. Someone comes up, Antigone kind of being like that half in the surf, is helping. It looks like this woman like slides her into the water, but for the rest of you, when you don't see the bottom half, it just looks like your friend goes down.
So I saw somebody carefully grab
You
her.
saw someone like, putting her into
Could
the
I?
water.
Okay. So then, do you still dive in, or
You're
what do I
diving
do?
in. I'm gonna say
I'm
you
assuming
dive
I
in.
can't breathe underwater, which is probably a
On
problem,
that one,
right?
you dive in.
think so.
David are immediately surrounded. A bunch of vicious-looking mermaids, sharp-pointed teeth and spears, are putting their like pointed spears at you.
Nice fishing.
Can we see each other? Like, are we?
No,
Oh,
not
that's
the same
not
area
good.
right now.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Dang, it's been so long since we last met Ariel.
Have we met?
You start swimming up.
That
All
was
of you
before
see
you guys came in.
David
It was
surfaces. I'm gonna make
almost
a
at the
check.
beginning of the very first.
As you
arc.
surface it, and you watch David comes back up for a second, looks around, and is pulled under the water.
Damn mermaid.
So-
You see another mermaid. You see a woman, blonde hair now, like kind of brings you in. As does so, cracks like a seashell. You feel your lungs
That's
fill
so
with air.
cool.
Antigone, this has already happened to you as
Oh,
water
can
breathing
you
has
see
been
each
cast
other?
on you.
Oh, thanks.
They too can see each
They
other.
can see each
You're
other.
seeing this. None of you see this. All you see is people are being drugged underwater.
Do we need to go save them?
I'm-
I'm gonna go save them.
It looked like they were
Yeah,
very
same.
softly brought in with the mermaids.
I don't
though.
know what
I
you were
wasn't.
seeing.
I don't know what you were
What?
saying. Yeah. And so it's
Yeah,
like,
just like-
what, Franny, what are you looking at?
They were
Oh, are they in
mermaids.
message range? I can message
Ooh,
them and tell
ooh.
them.
You
Yes.
are, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Magic
thank
doesn't
goodness.
stop.
I'm
Don't
like,
worry, they're nice. They cast water breathing.
I
Oh,
dive
my
in.
God.
what is this?
Orc dives in.
Yeah, who's they?
You dive in.
Yes.
Immediately are greeted first by some of those fish. A woman pushes past brunette. Water breathing on
Very
you.
slowly get in the water.
Kim
like,
stares afraid. You three are the last on land. It's not like as you walk in, it is still jolting to feel like imagine suddenly you were on a slip and slide when you were first on sand. It is that magic of being put into the water by a mermaid. Whoa! Saris, you are under the water.
I don't have pleasant memories of being underwater.
Like you're thrashing about. Mermaid swims up. You see that very like peppery, silvery blonde hair. Water breathing onto you.
Okay, this
Are you
is a
gonna jump
thing.
in, Franny?
Did everybody else jump in?
Everyone but Kim technically is
I
jumping
was
in.
gonna go save them.
You, ha, ha, cry!
I think I'll stand and watch.
You stand and watch.
Keep
Kim, you
Unless
jump
you guys
in.
call me in, I'm
Oh
gonna
no!
make sure we're safe up
You
here.
dive in. You immediately first thing you see is again all these mermaid like
Oh, you're gonna
spearmen.
kick some butt.
Excuse me, mermen, I should say, as these creatures are immediately sizing you up. Like each of them have these tridents, either 3 or 4 pronged. What would you like to do at this moment?
Throwing knife?
Yeah.
Please roll disadvantage being in the water, as there are properties to help weapons work better in water. This would be hilarious if it hits, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm just gonna ask Antigone. So is it normal for people to be able to breathe underwater and have fish tails?
Nope.
Well, they're mer people. They're like you know how there's like elves and genasi and different types of people. These
Oh,
are just mermaids.
important to know, you have to do this via messaging, as underwater communication is very like.
Yeah.
That's
Between the two of
hilarious.
us, we both
But
have
yeah,
message.
using message
Thank
is going to
goodness.
be one of the key forms of communication down here.
13.
13.
Look at Louis
Uh,
with my meld.
Well done.
that was
A
the most
13
helpful thing.
does hit the
Yeah,
armor
10.
class of these underwater creatures who don't normally have higher AC because it's just hard to hit underwater. You watch, like, all of you realize about 20 feet away is Kim in the ring of this. You think it's like the Vanguard mermaids that are, like, closer to the edge of the water. Kim has taken through it.
Oh no.
Is stabbed into the neck of one of these guardsmen.
Oh my gosh.
Kim
I
is
was
just
gonna
going.
One
message
round
Kim
later,
and say,
Kim
hey,
floats to the top of the water.
Probably please chill out because they have
That will come after the damage comes. Kim, how much damage did you do?
I have
And
to roll this.
technically, you won't get sneak attack with this because no one's close enough. So, but that might help.
That's like 7 points of damage.
My
Seven
dex,
points down.
right?
Yes.
So that's 4 plus 3. That's 7 points of damage.
Oh dear
gosh.
lord. Lucky you don't have sneak attack. This Merfolk immediately looks on death's door, bleeding out the water. Like immediately, okay, you hear Antigone's voice message in your mind. Don't, they're friendly.
I'm going to use my healing light thing. I'm gonna give it a d6 of health.
Excellent. You give that. You
That was
see
a poor roll, but I get to add my
A
charisma, so I
brunette-
get 6 points of health.
a brunette swims up to you. A beautiful mermaid. Just like kind of gives this. She like slaps you with the seashell water breathing as it cracks. You feel suddenly the air enter your lungs. You feel that normality and kind of like looks at you huffily and swims away.
It gets 6 points of damage. 6 hit points.
Was it down? You're finishing it off.
I got my girl.
Kill. You boom. Throw in the healing.
You know, it doesn't matter what Antigone says. I saw them drag her under the water, so clearly.
As water breathing starting to affect helping your vision under here, you see your friends all being put into this like group. There's all these mermaids. All of your friends got waving and you're like, don't kill them. Franny, everyone else has entered the water. Would you like to do so as well?
Are they calling me in?
Yes, like message to everybody.
Oh yeah, messaging
You
is
said
going.
to come in. Should I stay here and like keep watch in case or not? I should
Well,
just
I
follow?
think this is probably the help we were told.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, coming in here.
Yeah, Franny, with that. Oh, okay. If this is the help, you step in. Woman stands up as she exits the water. Her hair seems to like hydrophobically like water down and just becomes
beautiful.
flowing red hair. Comes up and offers you a little seashell. Kind of crushes it around your hand.
Thank you.
Immediately you feel like nothing normal, but as she helps descend you into the water, there is no difference of air and water.
Can I tell her that her hair is lovely?
You under the water, as in your mind you hear, thank you. As all of you brought in, the 6 of you, each of you having a mermaid around you, with a lot of the merfolk guard again, you see like are now, everyone's like not near Kim, but they're like, still like you see they're like kind of backs to you guys, just looking out the water. As
They're
in
so
your
bad.
minds, this sorceress is going to cast a big old spell for you.
Ooh, sorceress.
I forgot you made her.
Is Ariel a sorceress?
Ariel's a
I
sorceress.
love that
As
for her.
casting telepathic bond, the
Oh,
6
nice.
of you
Nice.
plus
Yes.
Ariel.
Yes.
Oh, important to know, Fluffy, Coda, Rufus also got water breathing.
Aw.
Those were given to
No,
them.
they just been casually drowning.
Your coat is swimming in the
Just
ocean.
like
Do
paddling
familiars
water on
need
top.
to breathe?
Oh.
Aren't they like not technically?
They're constructs?
It's yes and no.
Okay.
It's not like, do you want to find out? Do you want to experiment
fair.
using your familiar friends?
Go trying to swim.
Yeah, right.
I know, I'm like
And so-
imagining him trying to figure
Because
it
the
out
water
in the
breathing,
water, like,
it's
where
basically,
am I?
it's giving you the water breathing and also that ability, like I can breathe underwater, I can see a little better. I can't perfectly speak, thankfully, but that is why telepathic bond is being cast with all of you, and it will include your familiars as well. As this woman casts telepathic bond, and you see, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Are you the adventurers I was sent to collect?
I hope so.
Hopefully.
Oh, good. Well, hello. My name is Ariel. Which of you is Antigone?
Roll
Just now,
deception.
me?
And
Is
taking
it
me
me?
so
No.
close, you know?
Antigone,
like-
you see that just now? Just hello.
Did Tiger Lily tell you to expect us?
No, your mother did.
Oh, Mom was here.
Yes.
You fit right into this group. You all have red hair.
You see, she goes, well, thank you. You notice, it's like so unfair. It is like lustrous shine even under the water. Like, all your guys are, it's that cool, like, underwater effect. It's starting to, like, float up and around.
But
like,
you know,
for
as soon as you
Kim
went
and
exit
Sarah
the
said
water,
people,
it's going to be
her
tangled.
hair is, like,
Yeah.
so beautiful. Like, it's that superhero effect of, where's the wind coming from? Like, always
Are we
to the
sure she's not
side.
related to Pocahontas?
Always, like, beautifully shining outward as, what's up, chat? Hello, people in the chat that are
Huh?
commenting. So
I
sorry.
was just pointing out the Asmarians are from Neverland.
That's
Yeah.
a fair
That's fine.
point.
But you see, I was asked to help out.
The Asmar, they're like,
I hear
awesome.
that you all kind of got stuck on the island.
Yep.
yes.
So.
Yes.
But not just us. We also have like a captain and crew, or are they dead?
But they're
We
dead.
already found
I
out.
mean, they
Oh.
kind of
Okay.
They're
heavily
flowers
implied.
now.
Okay, I could not
don't
remember.
know. You see, we can look.
I
She
remember
will
we
help
had someone
cast.
at the end of last session
a-
who was just like,
Yeah, just like.
She said,
Yeah.
this is something your mother actually helped teach us.
oh.
This. She's going to cast scrying, and with her telepathic bond, you will all be able to help see.
Oh, that's so cool.
She helps try to scry. You see, the crew of the ship
Oh no.
are all on the island. You realize that they are all standing on a different coastline, as one of them standing there, and I will kind of give just
They're
in that,
not
like,
dead?
normally there's no perfect sound. You see, yeah. I say we all become pirates. I feel really good about this.
My
You see the crew.
gosh.
Well, honestly, I was going to go be a banker in Sumani City. I hate working for a living. I would much rather work being a pirate. You see, that's what I said. Now we go decide who's captain. Everyone raises their hand. All right, we're going to decide this practically. Everyone starts punching each other as hard as they can. They just start whipping. Ariel immediately stops to scry. They're fine.
Leave them to their own
Human
devices.
beings, especially those without strong moral codes, it's a Fae thing. I believe you were probably all protected due to your connections and power. Humans don't do great here.
Fair enough.
Or adult humans.
Yep.
Oh, that's.
In that point of order. Oh, William, are you okay, my guy? Oh, no, it's okay. We're all cool here. We got soothing music. We're all cool. No, being under the water, though, I will say, it is a ethereal experience. You feel the, like, ocean currents moving around your fingers.
Buddy.
Oh, my gosh, my guy. No. Oh, it feels bad. It feels bad. But everything underwater is so much calmer. I will say, it is that natural, like, you expect, like, you don't realize this, of course, when you're on land, or, walking around, but suddenly there's no need for center of balance. Suddenly, everything just feels naturally just calm. The current seems to move everywhere. It's like wind everywhere that just really feels nice and gentle. And as you are all underwater, Ariel, looking at you, kind of turns just, well, I'm doing this a bit of a favor, but I can definitely help you. Were you all meaning to go somewhere else? I assume obviously not here.
Yeah.
Our destination was
The
I
Dwarven
think called
Kingdom.
Katmura.
Oh, yes. There's not a lot of influence we have there, but we can get you rather close.
Perfect.
The
Great.
dwarves, they usually are into refinery, and they don't mean to pollute oceans, but it's a natural byproduct, and we've been working with their kingdom for ages, and it's a whole thing with the council princess, and I'll help.
Thank you.
As Ariel starts swimming, you realize naturally moving with her, it's that feeling of you're moving fast through the water trying to swim. Merfolk seem to swirl around this beautiful acrobatic pattern, making a bit of like a globe around you in that like 30-foot radius.
That's so cool.
But as you swim and move, it is like finding Nemo. She just,
They're creating that you saw
I will have to take you, of course, a bit around. Don't worry, it shouldn't be too long. Just because there's a lot of new in the world. I'm sure you were all aware of the new waterways that appeared a quarter of a century ago. Well, we've just been having, it's new waters, new land, and pirates. You see, she says the word pirates, and there's this like discordant hum of the merfolk around you. I said, have claimed a lot of waterways recently, and so we are going to go routes that will be safest. And she'll kind of give you, you're basically going to going across the poles, across the other side of the world to get there.
All right.
As she says, it'll get a little cold, and then it'll get hot, and then cold. But eventually we'll reach
Sounds
the
like
globe.
we're gonna get a fever.
Oh no, the natural poles of the world are freezing ice, but under the water we're close enough to temperatures of geothermic compression that heat the water to be about 30-40 degrees. Sarah, she has just said so many words that mean nothing to you.
It's not going to be as cold as it is up top.
Cool.
Actually, so Ariel's gonna kind of just talk to you guys. Again, you realize if any of you focus outside of the globe you're in, water moves horrifyingly quick. Like, suddenly there's, like, whale pods that are suddenly there and got
That's
giant
cool.
creatures that are in the deep, boom, 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 passing at the speed of
So
sound and light.
cool.
But you guys seem to be swimming just as if you were in a pool, just kind of like casually moving, as the sorceress of the oceans is with you, doing a bit of a favor.
Nice.
It's nice when you've got parents who have connections.
Moving through, you see Ariel just.
Stop talking.
So, how's your quest going? I assume this is a quest. Land dwellers love quests. Eric has told me quite a lot about quests. Am I saying that? Quests?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep,
Yeah.
close enough.
All right.
Quests.
We just call them journeys. But yeah.
So for us, a journey is like traveling somewhere.
Really?
It's like a
Questing
boring quest.
is like when you're searching for.
So we're on a journey right now because we're traveling.
Yeah.
Where
How
it's
wonderful.
a journey within a quest.
Yeah.
You can have both.
Yes.
Oh, this is so much more delightful than the rest of the princess. They always want to talk about big important things. Politics and war and the ruin of the world, and that's important, but we never get to talk about things like
If you wanted
this.
to talk about politics and war, I could tell you about Wade.
What's a wade? Is it like wading in the water?
No, he's my friend.
Oh,
And he can like tell us what's happening all around the world, and he finds his rides sometimes too.
like an oracle?
Well, he doesn't divine information. He like uses technology to find things out, right? Like he
Yeah.
reads stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
There's
uses
like
things like your
communicator
dingle
work
hoppers
under-
and forks.
This is my communicator
Dingle
work
hoppers
underwater.
and
You pull out your communicator. The magic of whatever you're in is keeping it from breaking, but you don't
I
think
was
it'll turn on.
just
if that
freaking
makes
out
sense.
about all our paper products.
You think paper?
The
It's
journal.
that natural,
Yes.
like
Oh.
the natural magic has kept everything. It's if you really try to use them, the water's gonna get in.
Oh,
But it's that think of it like a thin film where like
I'm
it's
just
gonna keep the water
show
off.
her. Okay, so I don't want to turn it on because I'm afraid of breaking it.
Oh,
But this is my
Yeah.
communicator. As long as it doesn't get water in it.
you see, she takes it, kind of looks. Just, this is a very, very poor mirror. It doesn't really reflect well.
So it doesn't reflect, but someone will show on the screen on that.
like your
part.
scry. Like your scry.
Oh, holographic televisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you not all have holographic? That's what we use under the ocean.
I mean,
Not
I don't
expecting
think we have
that.
those.
You summon the plankton and krill to form beautiful reflective light, and you summon the magic using the currents of the ocean to show images of what you need. That's what I did when we scried earlier. And
Krill don't really
all of you are getting this right.
exist outside
One of
of
like
water.
so far back behind technology and yet so far advanced. Like, how does the underwater world work? It's so weird. But so to you, as she takes this, what a wonderful gift. Please keep it sacred. Communicators. Wonderful. I love that
It's a
word.
communicator because my name is Kim, so it's a communicator.
Oh, that's
Oh,
adorable.
you named it after yourself.
Ah.
You see Ariel very genuine. Just that's so wonderful.
I mean,
We need the
Wade
bottle of
didn't have-
punishment.
Yeah.
Spray bottle.
Yeah.
No.
Spray bottle under the water.
How would it work? Would it work?
You would just feel a. It's like a
It would
face
still be the
massage.
pressure pushing out.
You spray. Yeah, it's a weird water pressure of like, oh,
But instead
Something
of filling
did-
back up with air, it would fill up with more water.
water.
But here's the thing, like if Kenai had one, it'd be a Kenai unicator. That doesn't work as well as
Kim 9 Kim. No.
It's okay.
Kim trying to just no communicate. It works.
I don't
it
think
just
Hannah
works.
should be in charge of naming
Um,
those cats.
Ariel
Yeah.
just looks just
Never mind.
so.
But that's how
but
it works. Like that's why they call it a
Your
communicator.
journey or quest, it must be wonderful. What is your goal? What are you hoping? Is it for someone, something, somewhere?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. All three at once.
Yep.
But what is the most important?
To someone?
Who?
To
The
somewhere? We don't
I
really
think
know where the
all of you,
somewhere
yeah.
is.
This somewhere.
To each of you, it might be a little different, right?
For you, it's to someone.
I understand.
Well, yeah, but
that.
like to someone, somewhere, something. Like all of you have such different ideas. You see,
Like,
Ariel
I'm not
seems
gonna say it out
fascinated
loud,
by
but
this,
also
but
there's a
like
one for me. I'm like, oh.
interesting.
we,
So
we should probably find the other one and make sure one didn't kill him too. Like she's not gonna say it out loud.
quests can have different names for different people.
Yeah.
That is very strange. Under the water, when we go on our journeys, it is all for a common goal, because without a common goal, usually we end up eating or killing each other.
Oh.
That's
Fair.
Well, if I were to journey with a shark, it would be wonderful, but unless we both wanted the same goal, the shark might have his own ideals and eat the others.
True.
Can I turn into a bear?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You see, interesting. You're a dog. On a natural one, she's never heard of bears before, or the animal knows bears.
love it.
She
But
goes,
she knows Max.
No, he's a bear, actually.
giant dog.
Basically, she's basically
Not far
right.
off.
Basically.
Interesting. Can you do this often?
Yes.
Can you do as often as you want?
She kinda
Or
like,
a one
may
time,
I?
One a thing.
Yes.
Sorry, wet bear fur just in the water. It's kind of all puffing around you. Just that
You
little
look like you just got an electric shock.
Oh, a lot of fur. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wonderful. She takes out a fork. You are such a large dog.
You know what? I'm just not gonna look at Kenai right now.
So I can't
I'm
do
not
this.
sure I can look away.
I know.
It's a train
I
wreck.
know
What's
too
going on?
much.
Ariel
Some of that
is
horrid
brushing your
fascination.
hair with a dinglehopper. Turns. So you all have a quest and different goals, but are you close? Are you far?
We don't know.
That's a great question.
We're not entirely sure.
At least the something we think is in Katmura, and hopefully that will lead to the someone.
Yeah. Or somewhere.
Well, somewhere is probably because there's also
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. You adventurers are quite peculiar. You are on a
Can't argue
quest
with
that you don't know when or where it will succeed. Multiple goals.
Yep.
Normally, I thought people would give up with these conditions.
Well, when you have enough people want you to fail, you want to succeed just to screw them over.
I feel like she's just curious. That's always the she gives off the impression
I'd
she's
say, yeah, the general, passive insight, shall we call it, is she just seems very, I love talking to people, getting to know about them. Because, you see, after some time, the conversations will kind of go to, either, families or preferences, oh, have you tried, I've heard of this, a food on the surface, I've heard of this.
pizza.
Yeah, pizza, a lot of the Council Princess
Shawarma.
order this food when we're in Sumani. And is it normal to have bread and sauce and... You call it cheese.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that cheese?
What is cheese?
It's
Delicious.
It tastes good. I've tried it myself, but what is it?
It's
They sift milk and give us the solid part.
Milk that's gone bad.
Whoa.
Milk. Now, I've also heard the word milk. What is milk? We do.
Most of the time.
I've seen a
Well,
cow.
other
I've seen a
animals
cow.
Can give milk, like goats, but only the female ones.
Okay, so you take this an animal product. Oh, just like we have sushi, where you take the discarded fish remnants and you eat them.
Well,
You know how
This
dolphins
is gonna sound
feed
really-
their babies?
Oh,
whales feed their
horrifying
babies?
creatures. Yes,
that's milk.
dolphins use milk. Oh,
The
Yeah.
stuff that squirts out of them.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you take that liquid. It's thicker than water, and you make cheese.
Yes.
Is she about to invent dolphin cheese?
No, you see, she's not ready to invent anything. She's trying to comprehend
New
you're
booming
making
underwater market.
something out of a strange liquid. Okay, because you see, she's like, no. So I have had, of course, I eat with the other princess, and we have these pizzas. But
Yes.
the cheese is so interesting, and it just stretches, and
Yes.
it's very weird.
It's delicious.
I don't think it would go over well underwater. When I bring it into my portable tank with me, it just kind of
Disintegrates.
Yeah.
everywhere. It's not delicious. That's why we
not
usually have
delicious.
sushi or other meats in the ocean because they don't spread.
Yeah.
So
Um,
what do you feed your baby mermaid and mermen?
Well, of course,
Mermaids?
yes, the merfolk. Well, when we're little, first we eat smaller krill and plankton just naturally through the water. But then, of course, as we grow, we quickly learn to find food. We hunt or gather or are given food in our communities. Well, and then after some time, once of course we are grown, we make choices. Some merfolk decide more to have the natural vegetation of the ocean, while some go with the natural meat. Some others do choose to have both. I myself am more omnivorous in that sense of I feel nutrients can come from multiple places.
So who wants to tell her that humans drink milk like dolphins?
No.
We might have
I'm not a human. I don't
You
have to
see
say.
that with the telepathic bond, I have heard all of it.
I've seen the nose goes.
Telepathic bond is like an open like comm channel where so she just said, "Who's gonna tell her we drink milk?" Well, you see, she goes, "Oh no, I assume that makes sense. It's fine if dolphins are just horrifying to us. They're just cruel creatures. Well, but this, oh yes,
Yeah.
dolphins they hurt us. Dolphins have caused rather a big epidemic in a lot of Atlantis, where they convince a lot of the merfolk to try pufferfish, where it doesn't kill us, but it's a big problem in the rougher areas of Atlantis, where the dolphins get merfolk hooked on pufferfish, and then they have to grow their own pufferfish.
That's right.
For the dolphins, it's a recreational drug. For us, it's really bad. I've known a lot of people. We're dealing with this right
For
now.
dolphins, it's weed. For
zone this
mermaids,
out
it's hard
so
cocaine.
Saris is having the worst time. Like, what's happening?
I'm
There's
just
so
gonna
much.
go to my happy place,
Happy
imagining
place.
Arthur. This is
Happy
fine.
place.
Saris, do squirrels get high? Is it a recreational drug
That's a
for
good
squirrels?
question.
What is a squirrel?
It's what she was before a guy turned her human.
So you're not a
Weird.
person,
Well, she is now.
but you have 2 legs. Oh, I get that.
What do
You
you?
wanted to be where they were. The people are.
No, I don't care about most people. I just want to be with Arthur.
Oh.
She was.
The
I
kid-
care about these people. Yes,
Thanks
you
for
know
the
it.
afterthought there.
Yes, he comes to our meetings frequently.
How do I
Next
go to the
meeting.
Council of Princesses?
Oh, but... Oh, she's gonna make an insight check. Yeah. Oh. That is rather odd. I heard he was courting right now.
Oh.
Shite.
I know we talked about it in the council where all of us had to make an agreement that if Arthur so chose, none of us would enter courtship. Well, of course, I myself have my partner Eric, who is on land, but many of us agreed Arthur needs to find courtship elsewhere so as not to cause political
Well, isn't
controversy.
she elsewhere?
But I've heard he's dating. Oh, there's a mortal woman. I thought.
Is she nice?
She's mortal. We can
I-
fix that.
You see, I would highly advise.
What on me?
She says,
I love it's
I
the
would highly
bard, not
advise
the
not
assassin.
murdering political figures. The rest of the princess do not take kindly to that.
He
have to
jests.
know.
He jests.
I'm not sure if it was Megan or I
Oh,
think it was both of us,
you're a jester.
But like
Oh,
my first thought literally
A
was
large
fix that, like make
dot-
her immortal. Why would we want to do that? And then I thought,
Well, we
I
can fix that.
think poor Antigone, in this telepathic bond, you can all see the like confusion and then the dawning horror.
The horror that
So
emerges.
what is
Oh,
this
that's
mortal
so
woman's
good.
name?
You see, she goes. Sorry, I'm trying to get everyone on cam. I think, Sarah, you might have to scoot it a little more just because I realize I can't get.
I'm gonna break your camera one of these days, sir.
Yeah. There we go.
We swear Mason only bites on Tuesdays, so you're
Can't confirm.
Quickly moving past.
Let's not open up that can.
Just teasing.
As we move on, Ariel doesn't know them. Oh no, that's personal issue. We try not to get too personal with other political figures.
Is she nice? Is she,
I've
is
heard
he
they're
happy?
nice. What? It's been a couple months or something.
only a couple months. It's okay. It'll break
A
up.
queen of a
no,
local
it's okay.
area.
If he's
I
happy,
think.
it's okay.
Oh.
I can be
Look at little William.
a maid or something.
A maid?
She
That's
just wants
so
to be.
depressing.
She
You
just
see,
wants to be helpful. to
Ariel,
women.
this is
That's
what's
all
interesting.
she
Ariel kind of cries a little bit. Her tears are not the same viscosity as water, so you see these little bubbled tears. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause you any discomfort or horror.
Oh, because she sees everything in her mind. Dang it.
Yeah, like Clubhouse Bond is
Privacy.
really rough right now, so she's really feeling stuff like, no, I'm so sorry. Listen, it's, relationships are interesting. I and Eric aren't married just because it's rather rough right now being in two different places, but we make it work, and you never know.
Yeah, I was a squirrel once. You know, crazier things have happened. It's okay.
There's some islands we're passing. Ariel, in the nicest way to put you guys get a bit of a
I love your hair.
tour, shall we say, of the other side of the world. No official map exists of this yet, both for my benefit and for your guys'.
Yeah.
As the other half of Dizania, the big thing is there's a lot of islands. A lot of places where, like, the islands seem rather either big or small. Like, some may be continent-sized, like Magentia, but it's like that. As Ariel passes, we don't have much contact with the people here. We don't understand if there are other races or beings that exist here that are sentient or friendly, but we are of interest in these parts. At one point, she does kind of stop. As we approach to Katmura, I could bring you close to Katmura, close to their mountain entrance, but I couldn't have everyone follow. So she's offering a bit of an option. She could basically like keep this spell up, kind of like how you guys are moving, but you would be on your own going up. Which I will say, you don't notice this. Every so often, some merfolk do a little something, like either a spell or thing, like just to like either ward stuff away. You see Arrow just, I could send you up closer, or if you want us to stay and protect you, we could get close, but it would still be a half a day's journey just walking to the nation of Katmura.
I think that's probably our best option, just because.
Let's see if I know anyone, if there's a port or anything.
You see Arrows, oh, we don't go near ports. Humans still view merfolk as prizes, and we've had very rough goings with the, shall we say, interest of the good of all races.
That's fair.
If you'd like, we of course can take you. She'll offer this. If we go a bit southward, I could take you to Sumani. It would stop us actually not far from Atlantis. We could stop kind of in Atlantis.
If we go to Sumani, we might be able to find out what happened to Phoebus.
Oh.
We
And
told
I'm
that
from
one guy that
Sumani,
we
so
were-
I will definitely probably have a ride out.
We also
Definitely
told your like bad guy, the guy with the golf obsession,
Oh, we're going back to
that we were going to Sumani. So if he's there waiting for us and we didn't go there first,
Duff
he might
Killigan.
not be very happy.
So it might be a good idea to go to Sumani, is what you're saying, or no?
There's
Okay.
pros and cons to
Might
both,
not.
is what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Wait, what's gonna happen if we do go there? Like, what does he want from
Well-
us? Is he gonna jack the map or something, or the
He
gem?
like the only reason that he let us go before was because we told him that we were going to Sumani next.
So should we go to Sumani so that he doesn't, or should we get a head start away from
We've
him?
been. I think he knows that we didn't go to Sumani first.
It's been a couple of
It's
days.
been
Then
a
let's
little
let's
while.
maybe avoid Sumani.
I'm down for anything, but
It's,
if we do go, we should keep our eyes out.
it's a bit of that, like, maybe we should or
Maybe
shouldn't.
we don't.
If I could somehow make it so that I could set off his golf balls instead of his remote, then I would have things to blow up people with. But
So what
I
if,
don't know how likely that is.
The half day's journey does not sound terrible to me.
No, like, walking in isn't terrible.
No. And if we needed to, we could, she's not going to drop us off by a port, but if there's some kind of village on our way, we can always see if we can get horses or something
Because
that
we've
way
got
too.
money now.
You guys got money. You got cash.
So
It might be blood money, but
But it's money.
it's money. Okay.
As long as it's not my parents' blood money, I don't care.
Okay,
It is
hang
your
on.
parents'
So what are
blood
the
money.
options right now?
The options could be
Remember the 10,000?
Ariel could take you guys to Sumani.
Yes.
That would actually include, she would have to stop at Atlantis. It's like, if you're near enough to your nation, you should stop and check in. So it'd be like a brief stop in Atlantis, and then she would let you guys go to Sumani. That's a, like, almost directly safe route, because people use it so often. The other options would be going directly to Katmura. She could kind of, like, bring you guys a half a day's journey away,
Like a half day on land, or
A half day on
swimming?
land. Half a day on
Yeah.
land.
I'd say let's go with that.
Or if you wanted, she could get you guys close and just continue the spell up to Katmura, but she and the other people wouldn't be there to protect you. Which I guess is the same on land, but it's that difference
I
of
feel
like...
more comfortable on land than in water.
Yeah, same.
If we're gonna be without the mermaids.
Okay. She will then... Excellent. Well, let's divert our course slightly. As the water seems to kind of shift and bend around you, it's that cool refraction of light where you feel like you're in that bend of a straw, and suddenly you zip on through. Approaching the water. It's much later in the day. You're not sure how long time has passed while traveling, but it's enough that getting out of Sumani, whether with that time zone difference or whether this, it seems a few hours from sundown when you are approaching land. As you come up to the surf, then this beach edge on the western side of Sumani, you all realize that it is rather barren, as trees are gone, brush is gone, there's no flora and fauna. Like, you are basically at the southernmost edge of the Horn Mountains. Pulling up the map for you guys real quick so you can all see that. And of course, for those at home just watching on the stream, you guys will see this in a second too.
That's a pretty back.
Desania 2.0. Pulling up the map, we're going to turn off our cams real quick too so people can see everything. The map of Desania, you guys are in this island nation of Katmura now, as it has come to be known with the Dwarven Kingdom. The southern edge is completely barren, as coming up into the long stretch of mountains that etch itself northward. Ariel kind of gives you all this bit of like knowledge. The reason it's so barren, the dwarves weren't always in Katmura. The Dwarven nation kind of like shifts as they do, because they like to go where, not like where the money's, but you know, it's like, hey, we want to dig here, and so our people are here, and so as we go, let's chop down trees, let's get our furnaces going, and so this is where, when the dwarves were here long ago, just stuff naturally hasn't presented itself back. You know, it hasn't yet regrown in however many years. And so that makes it a bit more open stretch to the nation, for better or for worse. As we are approaching, Ariel brings you up out of the surf. As coming, you see the other mermaids kind of lift you. All of you feel that like reverse slip and slide. If you've ever somehow reverse slipped, of like, whoa, like suddenly I feel more upright out of the surf, standing into the water. Ariel herself lifts out of the water as you are all now on the surf of this island. It's more of a continent, let's be honest. Looking at you, this last telepathist, well, I wish you all good luck. I'm so happy I was able to be of assistance. Is there anything I can leave you with? Any words of advice or food? Okay, well, one, if a cuttlefish wants to be your friend, do so during the day. If you find someone offering you a free treasure chest, it might be plastic. And don't eat day-old sushi.
That
Solid
is
advice.
solid advice.
I like
Solid
all
advice.
of that advice.
All that advice, yeah. You see she kind of smiles. Excellent. Let your mother know she knows me. I'll fill that in time. Goodbye. As she kind of waves. Again, it's that weird, like, Ariel doesn't always have to move her lips because of telepathy. She does it most often because it helps you feel comfortable. So it's weird when she's above water and she's kind of like smiling at you and you hear the voice in your head.
It's like, oh, okay.
As she slips below the water, all of you, as the mermaids recede, again, they were waiting for you. So as they move, to those who are not inside this bubble, you hear that ethereal siren music travel with them.
Oh,
A lot
that's
of
so
that
cool.
music and concordant sound travel away very quickly as just the echoing note. And you
Dang.
are all on the shores of Katmura.
That's dope.
This might be too paranoid, but we were just thinking about it earlier.
Mhm.
Can we all make like perception checks to see if we're being scryed on by
Yes,
somebody?
please.
Yeah, go for it.
Watch as I roll another 2. I did not. I rolled a total of 16.
12.
16, 12.
Holy flippin' day.
What did everyone get?
17.
17?
Sorry, August.
Oh, you're good.
Now I'm rolling 19.
Proficient. What was this one?
Perception. It's got Antigone's like, hey guys, can we see if we're being watched?
Okay, 23.
23. And already got you guys. I will allow David, when Mason returns, to make his roll. But what I'll let you guys know is, in this moment, even on 23, it would have to be high level magic, which would require spells then. So like, if they're scrying on you, it would require high level magic, and you would have to use high level magic to see. But that could be a good thing of like, at least it's nothing that we can notice in a good sense of like, there's nothing
If it's
around us,
that,
there's nothing close.
It's gotta be high.
Exactly. And at that point, they deserve to watch, right? If you want, the group just made a quick, everyone's making a perception check to make sure we're not being scryed on.
Okay.
On a 23, it's that if they're doing it, it would be high level magic, you would have to use spells. But please make me your check as well, because you never know if people not 20 or other stuff, just to like feel more secure is what it is.
Okay, so is it perception?
Yes, perception.
Does it have anything to do with Fae?
No, because
Okay.
it's more of that like common denominator. Of, like, let's
yeah.
make sure everything.
That is a dirty
almost
20.
Not 20.
Dirty
Holy
20.
crap.
Yes. If it's true scrying magic, it would require spells at this point, thankfully. And so right now it feels pretty good.
Okay. Where are we at now?
You are
What did I
now
miss?
on the shores of the southernmost part of Katmura.
So we chose to go there versus Sumani just because Death Killigan's supposed to be in Sumani.
Yeah.
And it could make it that it's a half a day's journey. It's getting close to nighttime, to be fair, but getting there is going to be easier. It's a lot of flat land. The dwarves cleared out a lot of areas as they slowly move around.
Sweet.
Yes.
Are there any dwarven shops nearby?
Not at all. As everything is underground.
Oh.
Dwarves.
And so that's why it's like, and once you get there, it's a lot of tunnel systems. Like, you don't know how entirely large Katmura is, but all you really know, what Ariel told you, is the big entrance to the city is the half a journey's northward towards, like, the obvious stuff. So, do you guys want to start traveling?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Are we gonna travel in
Do
the
we need
tunnels
to
or
do
above?
survival or
Sing
nature
a
checks?
song, yes.
I think
Song.
you have to travel above until you can find an entrance. And so that's why the big obvious entrance is northward.
Alright, can I kind of be doing continuous investigation
too.
checks?
Yes, you can.
I would like to be doing continuous intimidation checks.
Is it investigation or perception?
Score shoulder. It'd be perception.
Okay.
I will say if you're doing so.
I see nothing on a nat 1.
Oh, good. It's good for me.
Would it be nature or survival to keep an eye out for more normal dangers like animals or I don't know?
This would be perception. I'd say
That'd be
nature
perception
could
again?
offer insight into what's around here.
I rolled another freaking that too. A natural 5.
Serious, this is not my forest, and there is no forest.
I rolled 2, so that's 5 for me.
This
also.
is
My god.
barren highlands and
Hoping we
mountains
can
of just
reroll
like
it a little bit.
large stretching expanses and plains. Any little, like ever so often, there are natural small vole or snake that seem to be off in the distance, but everything's very much underground. Is anyone else wanting? I mean, if you really want, you could make
no.
intimidation.
Happy to make
Not
investigation
intimidation.
as well.
Okay, go for it. Pop an
We'll see if
investigation.
Max here this time is
Perception.
getting
Perception
again.
is what
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing.
3.
What?
Da-di-da-di-da!
What happened to the
Can I
good
do
rules?
Investigation looking specifically for other footprints.
Ooh.
Yeah, please do
Nice.
so. Hell yeah. Antigone, did you make any roll yet, or is there, would you like to join in this investigation?
Yeah, I can do an investigation.
Kim, what did you get?
Investigation? A 3.
Yeah.
Wow,
We're
we're
good.
rolling horrible.
I rolled
15.
so badly.
15.
I just got a nat 4, which gives me an 8.
That's better than all the
Well,
rest
a
of us.
15.
Yeah,
Should I
You,
inspiration this?
No.
you could.
Kina, you're looking around. Eventually, you kind of see a pair of footprints. It looks like maybe a group, or like, again, dwarven merchants are constantly going to Sumani and vice versa. Like, people come to Katmura more often than you'd think. It's the first time just in Disney D&D that we've ever really approached. At one point, though, you on a 15 see a bunch of footprints that are walking that stop.
Uh-oh.
And on my 24 stealth, all of you are surprised as something large in the sky is swooping down at you.
Foogity fooks.
Oh,
Oh
crap.
no.
Woo! I'm so surprised
Nobody
that
took the
worked.
alert sheet.
Took
Don't-
my feet.
Alert.
Alert.
Oh, would have been nice.
Would have been nice. As this is a surprise round of combat.
It sucks.
So roll for initiative.
Yes, roll for initiative.
Shoot, man.
But surprise condition is now in effect for everyone.
Wow.
As Keenan said, these tracks just seem to end. Oh, they end. Natural.
Wow,
Oh,
where
that
was
was
that roll earlier?
terrible for this creature.
22 for me.
22 for Franny. Go ahead and just kind of call them out.
17 for Sarah.
17 for Saris.
15 for Cam.
15 for Kim. Pretty good. Middle of the pack.
7 for Kenai.
7 for Kenai. Yikes.
Respect.
He's just like, oh crap.
Hey,
Antigone.
guys,
19.
I'm like still explaining after this
And
thing is
David?
already there.
10.
10. Fun fact, my creature really needed that surprise as it acts last in the initiative order.
Never let anyone tell you initiative doesn't matter.
I like that
ooh.
you said creature singular.
Creature.
That's good. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's easy enough of it's just one shadow right now, so like, oh, this should be good.
Right now.
Did you say shadow?
Shadow coming down.
It's a bird.
Oh,
It's a kind of-
I thought you were saying that we were fighting a shadow. I'm like, I hate shadows when we're low level.
Now we've
No.
got a cleric.
As what you see coming down at you
Oh, it's a rock.
is a rock.
Oh well, it's just not a
A
Jabberwock.
giant bird-like
But we're
creature.
also not level 15.
Were we level 15 at the time?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep, for the Jabberwock.
And that was still a terrifying fight.
'Cause,
Oh,
yeah, 'cause that was like
so
only our
bad.
first
The
level
rock
battle.
is a gargantuan monstrosity.
Oh.
As
Crap.
its claws
Didn't
are
realize it
the
was
size
that
of
big.
all of you
Do you
combined.
guys think it likes bananas?
You'll see.
You
The
can
rock
try.
gets
Allergic
its
to
surprise turn.
bananas.
Please be allergic and
Poison
choke
it.
on him.
It is going
How
to
does it never
grab.
like bananas? You have no idea what
Yeah.
It's going to first roll a random check to see which one he tries to grab.
Which one looks the tastiest?
Now, unfortunately, this rock knows about dwarves, knows about people, but it also seems to know about half-orcs. And half-orcs are a delicacy. So he's going to try to grab you.
Oh.
As this
Everyone
rock-
knows I'm a delicacy.
Everyone knows
Dang it.
24
Wait, are you
to
still in
hit.
bear form?
I am still in bear form.
Oh, that's good.
24 to hit, Kenai, you take 27 points of damage.
Holy!
As this
Oh
thing
my god.
grapples you completely. All of you watch. Yeah, Kenai. Hey, the tracks end as suddenly just in its claws.
Oh crap!
This thing has grappled you. You are restrained, but of course can make checks on your turn to break out of that. As it does so,
Oh crap!
it's going for the natural next largest target, which is David currently. David, it's about 10 minutes till sundown, though, you think.
We're not gonna survive 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes with a rock. Yeah.
10 minutes with a rock. That
That's
is a
so many rounds of combat.
17, which I believe still hits.
That does hit.
Yikes.
Trying to
That is going to be 19 points of damage, David, as
How many points?
19 hits you in the chest as this thing is flapping its wings. It is semi on the ground. It is not yet lifted off due to its surprise, as it kind of had to use its movement, land, and attack and grab. So, top of the order we have Franny. Antigone are on deck. Franny, Kenai has just been grabbed. David is looking horribly hurt as well. What would you like to do?
Well, I was gonna do one thing and now I don't know, but can I do guiding bolt on this rock?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. Do I need to roll?
Yes, you're gonna roll the hit. It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
See if you could aim for its talons to drop one of us.
Oh, you're not grappled. That was the beak just hit.
Oh, that was a beak.
It can only
So, yeah.
really grapple one of you.
17.
17 will hit the armor class of this rock. Go ahead and roll 4d6.
So does it just hit or meet?
It hits.
Okay.
It does not mean. Yeah, that's important clarification. 17 will hit it for sure.
Okay.
As it's a gargantuan
Oh, I
creature, you
forgot
know,
this one doesn't roll
big
nice
old
dice.
flank of this thing. And the next attack roll made against this creature will have advantage. Thanks to
11.
delay. 11 points of damage to the rock. It looks pretty hurt.
What did you roll to hit its AC?
17.
Cool, good.
It definitely looks hurt, and now it's that like the guiding bolt inspiration. How it works in this moment is like, oh yeah, this thing's the size of like 2 buses. We could easily hit this thing, and so the next person's gonna have advantage to hit. Excellent for any other bonus action or movement trying to like move around.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember all of the things I can do and not do. It's not a thing. Okay, no, I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Antigone, that's your turn. Ceres, you're now on deck.
Okay.
Antigone, what would you like to do?
I've got a couple of. I'm trying to think. Do I go wisdom save or intelligence save? Because I'm trying to figure out. If I'm hoping this is a big dumb bird.
You got about 15 more seconds to decide.
You know what? I am gonna huck a vial of Tasha's hideous laughter potion at this thing.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
that will be a wisdom
Laugh?
save.
Hell yeah. This rock's gonna try to beat a wisdom save. What is your spell save DC?
It's only 14.
On a synthetic 15.
Dang it.
Ooh.
It succeeds the save. Any other action or movement or bonus action?
That is a good question. Well, I don't know where we all are about movement.
Yeah.
I did not have the map ready for this one. I do apologize.
Yeah.
To give it to you though, barren flatlands for hundreds of feet.
Where
And-
am I in relation to the rock and everyone else?
Rock is standing in the midst of you, grabbing onto Kenite, and you are all kind of around the town.
Okay.
This is a gargantuan creature. It's that, like, it's there. Until it really flies is when it actually won't be in opportunity of attack range and all that.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I just want to make sure I'm standing close enough to it. If it tries
Yes,
to take
sorry,
off with Kenai, I can opportunity attack
Yeah,
it.
it's the downside of a gargantuan creature. It can't move around very freely without a lot of stuff happening. Cool. In which case, Ceres, that's your turn. Kim, you're on deck. Ceres, what would you like to do?
I would like to also do Guiding Bolt.
Hell yeah, you have advantage.
Yay.
Wow, there's like 3 party members with Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, I think that
kinda
hits
crazy.
because that's a 19 plus 4.
23 will hit the
Yeah.
creature.
Okay, then 4d6. Here we go. Please roll better than poor Franny.
Poor Franny.
That is a good roll. Okay, so
Poor
12.
Franny?
Poor Franny.
34,
Well, just
56,
trying to roll better for her Guiding
18.
Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
18 points of damage.
18. This
And
rock's
I have
starting to
now
look a little
exploded
hurt.
a little
Hey, does
bit.
Fluffy get a turn in this initiative?
Ooh.
Oh yes, well, familiars act right after you guys. Sorry, yes.
So could I have, I guess I'll double check I have one, but I'm pretty sure I probably still have a Witch Bolt rune I can pass off to Fluffy.
Yeah, I think you should.
I was like, wait, that was Aphrodite.
Which bolt? Fluffy
The dragon
wants
drag.
to.
Yep.
I will say this because we're having to retcon. Fluffy won't get that natural advantage that should have come from Guiding Bolt because Ceres already took it.
That's fair.
Your Guiding Bolt is now active, but it has to be for anyone else
Okay.
after you.
That's fair.
As Fluffy could have had advantage, but now Fluffy is just gonna
Yep.
be chewing up a rune and spitting it at the rock.
And then I think I don't want to move. Actually, hundreds of feet. So there's not going to be an easy way for us to run away either.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's starting that naturalization of this thing hunts here because it's a big old empty lot.
So
of
we're
land.
probably going to have to try
We
and.
need to find a hole.
Okay,
Are you a
sure.
dwarf
I'm
and
gonna
digging a
do
hole?
a perception check. Is there anything that could provide cover?
Excellent. What did Fluffy get for the witch bolt?
Dig it, dig it, dig it,
I just was double checking to see if it was
Oh.
necessary what I had to roll.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, no.
Dirty
witch bolt's
20.
rolled
I'm
good.
finally rolling decent for perception.
Excellent. Dirty 20. About 100 feet away. Looks to be a hole big enough to hold maybe a couple people.
I rolled in that one. Can I use my inspiration or no? Because it's technically
For
Fluffy.
Fluffy, yes, because it's
My
your
familiar,
familiar.
okay.
Like, you couldn't use it for Coda and vice versa.
That actually wasn't that much better. I shouldn't have wasted that. That's only a 10.
Only 10. 10 does not hit. Fluffy chews up the roof. As the witch bolt goes off, just bounces off of this rock's gigantic hide. Ceres, couple hundred feet away, towards the direction you guys are going, there does seem to be a hole that maybe looks big enough for a couple people.
Yeah.
Kim, that's
That's
you.
not good.
David, you're on deck.
Okay.
Oh, and I shift.
I am determined to feed this
So I
thing
get
a
6
Neverlandian
extra
banana. So, I just want to know what will happen. If I cut it in half and feed it to him, is that a whole action? Especially since I have to probably get on top of him in order to feed it.
You would have to, yes, it's using your movement to get close enough that you could either throw it or grappling hook to try to get up to throw it in the mouth.
Right, because I just want to give half of the banana. 'Cause I don't want to use
Okay,
all of
I would say this. Object interaction, you could cut the banana in half. I think that's it. Or, snap it. Fun fact, you can snap a banana on your forehead to break them. That's actually a fact.
Cool.
So, object interaction, you break the
I'm
banana
gonna
in
need
half.
to see that at some point to continue.
For bananas, do not try it with ripe bananas. Sorry, PSA. Don't
say,
take older fruit and
stop.
try to smush it on your head. It will. Everything you think would happen would happen.
Yeah.
Option or action, you can break the banana.
Oh, he's
Okay.
Movement
He's
can run
grinning
over,
so
and then you'll have
big.
2 options.
Oh.
If you use an action, you can use it as an action. That'll be using like your dex and proficiency to throw it.
I'm saying I
This
know.
just like
you
wow,
saying
that
I
was like
know?
a slow. Will just kind of worked his way up to the hair. That was hilarious. If
So
you use an
cute.
action to
You're saying I
grappling
know,
hook up, it will get up there, so it'll be a much lower DC. Like, let me put it this way: if you're throwing it, you're trying to hit its AC to like get it in the mouth. If you use your action to grappling hook, you're only trying to make a sleight of hand check, like a lower DC, to throw it into the mouth. But then, of course, you're by the beak.
You do have advantage on
Oh, and
this.
advantage because of guiding bolt, though.
Yep.
If that plays.
Mhm.
So I'll let you decide that real quick.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to throw this. I'm going to go.
And throw it. Go ahead and make a ranged attack with advantage with guiding bolt.
Oh, sick. I figure it's to be at disadvantage because it's going to a specific spot.
Thank goodness for guiding bolt.
No kidding.
This is
So, is this a certain. This is like an attack, right?
this is an attack. You're trying
Would
to
this
beat
be
its
using
AC.
my proficiency or no?
Yes.
It uses your proficiency and your dex.
It's
So
an
it's-
unarmed strike, basically.
13 plus 2, which is 15, plus 4, because I use my dex.
So
So that's
19. A 19 hits. You guys watch Kim. Huh, as here's what's fun.
It's a Neverlandian
You watch a
banana. You don't know
Neverlandian
what's gonna
banana
happen.
has
It's
a
gonna
fun
be
and
wild
interesting
magic.
property. Did you know that when you eat a Neverlandian banana, 2 things happen?
I did not know this.
It's
One,
really good or really bad.
Depending on how much you eat, is how much you're filled. Yeah.
And you
Oh.
Is this gonna be like the lollipop?
But, unfortunately, you are dealing with a gargantuan
Ah.
creature,
Yeah.
and you just fed it half a banana. So, first effect, I have to make a roll.
To be fair,
You
if it's full,
want
it might not want to eat us.
higher for you guys, I will say. I'll roll it in front of the board.
I mean, I just didn't want to use all of it at once and like
Yeah.
lose the banana.
That's a 6.
Ooh.
This rock looks pretty well and full as you. And now I have to roll wild magic.
Yes! Oh, freaking Luya, we love it.
Wild magic table.
This is
Really
really bad for us, yeah.
Great or bad?
Yeah.
This could be really good or really bad.
Show 84s for the rock.
Here we go.
No extra attacks.
6, 8, 3. Wow, it's been a long time since I've used the Neverland table.
smiling.
We love Neverland.
Oh no!
What you get? No. I don't like that one. I don't like that response.
August.
To the next. Okay, I gotta make a couple rolls. So.
Can I hold the baby? I'm scared.
So
Mama's
over
scared.
I mean,
here,
sure.
Yes,
Come
I'll
get
pass you to Lana.
Watch
Go
out, that ball has got it.
You watch as it eats the Neverlandian banana.
Got it. Here you go, bug.
Burps.
You want back?
Over the next 8 rounds, Kim, that's already a 10. This thing's AC just increased by 10 for this round.
No! For this round?
For this round.
Okay.
Oh,
It will reset on the turns as I'm just going to make a note on that one.
oh
Wait,
no.
so
God.
every turn it increases by
Every
whatever it was
every round,
plus-
I am re-rolling a D10 for what it adds to its AC.
I
As-
think we all need to run.
That was hilarious. Are you kidding me?
I wanted. You just don't know what's gonna happen.
This is how we
die.
die.
This rock now,
This is how
Kim,
we
you
eat
watch.
a banana.
This rock is rather full
Because
right
then
now.
we'd be a little bit full, and we'd have to reroll.
Kind of looks around.
It's a risky one. As a last resort.
You think it's about to hunt you for sport now. As it's full, it's not going to eat you. Like Kenai, it's probably not going to eat you. But now it just kind of wants the thrill.
Yeah.
I
get it.
This big bird is
This big old
very into it. Kim, crazy stuff. You still have half a banana. This rock is already very full, but now it's ready to hunt for some sport.
So if I took a bite of the banana, is that for my next turn, or could I do it?
That would be an action on your turn.
Okay,
Now that you
so I'm
really
gonna
know
try
it's plus you've already used your object interaction, all that
Okay,
stuff.
I just want to double check that was.
Gosh.
Okay. I have no more I could do other than move, and I don't know. Yeah. I'm
You
like,
do have you could bonus action if you want to use key points or other rogue features like stuff like that real quick.
I did not plan on that, so I'll do that next turn.
Okay, no problem. Here we go. David, that's you. Kenai, you're on deck. Both of you who got hit immediately like, oh.
I'm gonna do a perception check, see if there are like any other clearly like dwarven entrances around.
Go for it. That's gonna be investigation for the clear specific stuff.
Okay, that is 13.
13. Right now, they would be so well hidden. I mean, dwarves love their fun hidey holes and mechanics and magic. On a 13th, if they exist, it's gonna take high level DCs or spells like that. Ooh, shoot.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over to the one hole that we saw earlier.
Okay, you start making, on your movement, you'll make it about a third of the way there. So
Bonus action dash.
Bonus action dash, super close. You can see it very clear. This is like, it could hold about 4 of you, you think.
Okay, and that perception check has been a free action.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just like on your turn, like, let's look around.
I will use the rest of my action to dash.
You, David is in the hole.
And it could hold 4, and I saw a hole that could hold 2.
The same hole. It's you from the distance. As getting closer, it's that, okay, I'm giving the exact dimensions.
Well,
and it's like,
dang it,
this
that's
is
so
about
cool of
a
us
10
that
by
don't
10
get
hole that
to
could probably fit about 4 people right now.
Okay.
Or 4 people safely. Because all you could go in, but some people might be sticking out.
Dang it, I never thought I'd want to be a squirrel again.
Right? David, excellent turn. Make it into the hole. Kenai,
Okay.
you are
Yeah?
in
So
the
hear
count.
me out.
You think so?
Okay.
Charm person
What else do you
must be a
think?
person.
What else
But
do you think?
if I was able to successfully charm this thing, we could make it a literal pet rock.
Well, but it would wear off eventually, right?
Yeah.
It's where you just keep charming
Does
it.
say
Person, right?
you charm a
Nothing like a
humanoid
dangerous
you can
pet.
see. I think I gotta be really fair
That's okay.
and say because
The
there are
tiger
spells
keys
where
of
you could
design.
charm monsters.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a
Like
give and take.
dominate monster, you can do that.
Yeah, there's even some other lore, like Crown of Madness works on anything indiscriminate. Like there is stuff that can help.
That one you have to
Good,
make
it's
it
'cause I
attach
brushed
something
it.
else, and there's
Washed
nothing
it.
really else.
Yeah, it's the downside.
You can make it attack a rock.
Well, I might say another
Other than
creature.
itself.
Other than so, yeah,
I
it
mean,
can,
no, like
No, but this one might
has
say
Go.
a
creature.
creature.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get another rock here, which might be
You guys
really,
wanna invite another one to the party?
if we make 2 rocks and they fight each other,
2 rocks canceling
Well,
each other
frankly,
out, right?
creatures of the
Just
birds
giant
of prey that are
cockfighting.
that big are typically extremely
we're
territorial.
cockfighting with 2
Right?
rocks.
That's basically
Um,
what that would do.
Yeah, so that actually wouldn't
Sorry.
be too bad of a
We could charge
plan.
people to watch giant rock fighting.
In that case,
Do not start an illegal rock fighting ring.
I know what David's doing after
Why
this
not?
quest.
I'm just gonna go grapple a bunch of these and put them in cages. Gonna
like
make business.
Rock fighting, ostrich races.
Gosh, stop.
Swiss Family Robinson
Stop.
style.
For life.
There's already casinos in Desanya. Just go there.
we figured out the DC.
I slept for these
yet?
cookies.
I know it's at least 17.
Oh,
Well,
the AC
27
used to
this
be
time.
at least 17.
It's 10 higher.
But now it's 10 higher, so it could be about 27. The lowest that someone has rolled right now is 10, and you know 10 misses.
Okay.
So like right now it's anywhere, you know it's anywhere between
20 and 27.
20 and 26, because saying hit not meet, it could have been one of those.
Hard to know who did the
Okay.
Yeah.
Phantasmal Force.
Ooh, Phantasmal Force. Here we go. It's gonna go ahead and make that save.
Abby,
Ooh,
hanging
jeez.
are you hanging out with that Lonnie?
Lonnie, I
It's
saw
gonna
you
make an
yesterday.
intelligence saving throw.
Auntie Lonnie.
Yikes, that's a big
He
one.
liked the base.
Oh yeah.
What's your spell save DC?
Mom's right there.
13.
No.
You're hit with Auntie Lonnie.
There we go. We'll bounce
Oh
over
my gosh.
Oh, he let
This
us down.
creature
will.
just
Go with the metal
rolled a
dice.
But don't do
14
that.
Okay.
minus
Put it in his
4
mouth.
Oh.
to make
Play with
a
inspiration.
10. It fails.
Okay.
Phantasmal Force is in full effect. Go
Nice.
ahead. Jeez. What do you think the rock sees that makes it so afraid?
A rock that's bigger than it.
A Taraz?
I would go with a giant cat.
I was thinking.
'Cause it's a bird.
Yeah.
If you say paper, I'm gonna hate you. That's I can't do. I can't do. I don't know. If I'm like, don't you dare. Like I can push the
I
bounds,
was
but
gonna say,
Bird.
what's the thing that we fought in Wonderland? But
Oh, the
then I
Jabberwocky?
realized-
Jabberwocky.
Then I realized this character.
Oh.
wasn't
oh
even
yeah, because yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's probably like history though that we would learn, right? The Imagineers went down hill and killed the Jabberwock.
I
Not
mean,
sure
the
about
stories of the
Kenai.
Imagineers
Would
would
Kenai
become
know, yeah.
legend.
Which one?
Oh, okay, I got it.
Takes it.
Okay, so it sees like a spit over a bunch of fire with like some chickens.
A
That
teriyaki
sounds
grill
amazing.
with chicken legs and grilled.
Just rotisserie chicken cooking over a fire.
The size of a rock.
This beautiful, comically accurate, like rock chicken that you would see in Looney Tunes over fire as you just boom, 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 just this bardic magic creating its true fear being the bottom of the food chain. I'm gonna even be so real. Still roll me, of course, the psychic damage, even though it's not technically something that can actively hurt it. There's psychic damage. This thing does not like the idea of being eaten.
Okay. What do I roll for that again?
Just a d6 of psychic damage. And this is damage that will happen every turn as long as you're concentrating on it. Oh my gosh. It includes sound, temperature, other stimuli. Yeah, there's this crackling fire suddenly right next to Kenai with a giant rotisserie rock on it.
That's 6.
6 points of damage. Excellent.
He's so curly.
This is
Here.
why
Here.
As
And right here.
this thing appears, this girl screams in terror and is about to start to fly away. At the start of its turn, we're re-rolling the buff to its AC. Okay?
So does it add 10 plus this? Or is
Nope.
It
Nope, it
Re-rolls
keeps
for-
resetting. Yes,
Okay.
it does not.
Because that would be
I don't
so
wanna go to
broken,
work
and I
anymore.
would feel so terrible.
Oh, yeah, no, that.
It's just gonna beat me up.
I will let you know.
I don't wanna work with it.
From now on, I will let it be a little more mysterious. It looks significantly
It's a
more
very
like
nice thing.
itself.
It's such a little shit.
Okay.
Like, doesn't seem crazy. Kenai, you are still grappled in its claws.
Way
Before
mercy.
it leaves, it's gonna make a couple attacks just on this. You're already in its talons, so it cannot grapple anyone else. But it will use its beak. The next biggest target, it's probably gonna try to peck at you, Kim, just because you're the one that gave it the banana, and so it's like, oh, I'll just kill you.
It should be grateful for the banana.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's giving you a swift death. And the talons are going to come out against Franny, you being one of the first ones to hit it. That is going to be a 19 on the beak to hit you,
Oh, yeah, but
and a 28 on the talons to hit you.
Oh.
Kenai is in the talons, and so it's just like punching you with Kenai right now.
So mine is
That's
20.
awesome.
So does Kenai take damage too then?
Shiz, I'm
That
at
would
50.
No, thankfully. It just, you are restrained, so it limits a lot that you can do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kim.
How much damage did I
You take 38 points of damage.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Down.
Oh, okay.
As this thing bird flips onto you, you are
Bird
down.
flips.
Bird flips. As for Franny, oof, this is gonna hurt too. Franny, you take. Wow, that was a low
I
roll.
thought it was 28.
No, that
That's
was
a
Kim.
hit.
You take
Oh.
19 points of damage,
Okay, so not the 28.
but still deal about half to hit you, or to the damage on you. As it does so,
So,
it is going to fly 120 feet into the air.
damage did I take?
19 points of damage. You're at 24.
Okay.
As it does so, Antigone, Franny, Saris, it is leaving.
I'm a hit.
I'm gonna be so nice. I should have opportunity attacked you. You ran outside of its range just barely. But,
I noticed that and I didn't say anything.
Yep. Hey, if you don't catch me, if I don't catch you, anything can happen. Roadhouse. Here we go. So, for our 3 ladies that are up, Kim, you have just gone down. You 3 can make opportunity attacks of kinds if you'd so like.
Us 3 being...
You 3. So Franny, Saris, Antigone. You are the ones that are up here that, like, as it's flying with 120 feet in the air, because it doesn't want to be near the rotisserie rock. That's
Does a
scary.
19 hit?
A 19.
Actually, wait, nope, because I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast. So it's, instead...
Oh,
of
different
7.
sets.
Yeah, so 23.
23 hits.
Woohoo!
Bullshit.
That doesn't hit. No.
Yeah.
What was the actual number?
A natural 5 plus 6 gives me an 11.
11 doesn't hit. You already know it was at least a 17 before all the shenanigans. It doesn't look the same
Before
as
Kim
last
gave the
time.
rock the banana.
Fog cloud.
Fog cloud. Attacks of opportunity cannot be spells unless you have the Warcaster feat.
Yeah.
Like, I used
every
my
time.
rune for that, but that just gets expended, right?
Yes, it does.
I do have a crossbow then.
Yes, you can shoot with crossbow.
So I believe that's 15 points of damage, but I'm
Actually,
checking to see if I get...
no, I'm gonna be persnickety. Technically, it's not out of range of your crossbow. Opportunity attacks have to be something. The actual way opportunity attack works is if it leaves the attack range of a creature. So right now, it could be if you were using other weapons besides crossbow, like anything that is ranged. I might even have to go back and say
I just
Eldritch
realized,
Blast
yeah,
then.
that I can't do
Because,
Eldritch
wait, because
Blast.
why? Explain it one more time.
Opportunity attacks, how they basically work in D&D is if a creature is moving outside of a range where you could reasonably hit it, then you're allowed to try to swipe at it as it goes.
But I have to be holding that weapon.
Because they're ranged, it has to be something you can swipe at. Because with range, it's like, there's really no way to run outside of a ranged attack unless you're so far away.
So could I use my great club or no?
Yes, you could.
Okay.
Great Club would work exactly in this
Okay.
context. And that's why I had to go
So
back.
does a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit.
Okay.
Sweet.
And I need to roll.
Okay, this is a new thing that I have, so I'm checking to make sure.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. And these are just the attack of opportunities as it flies. This is just like on its turn. You guys still have your turns, of course.
Okay.
Then I just do a d8. Oh, I still rolled well. It takes 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. It's starting to look pretty hurt. You guys think it's not looking nice at all. It's looking pretty hurt. As we enter then this next round, the AC has changed. It looks closer back to the original.
What sorts?
That brings us back to Franny. For Marissa, on your turn, you, Antigone, and Saris are here. Kim has just dropped to 0 hit points as she is down. David has gotten successfully to a hole across the battlefield. Kenai is all the way 120 feet, though, in the air in the talons.
I was really hoping it would get scared and fly away.
It's more scared. It doesn't want to be near the
Somebody's in
rotisserie
somebody's
rock.
talons. Wait, say it again.
Kenai's in the talons,
Oh.
and Kim is on the ground down.
I did.
One day we'll have room and I can go back to real battle
Am I
sets.
next to her?
Yes, you four are like all next to. So Kim's just on the ground next to you. Is that like, oh no?
Can I spare the dying cantrip?
Ooh, that
Oh,
is
thank
so
goodness.
nice.
So she doesn't have to do all those death saving throws.
Don't have to
and
make
the-
death saving throws.
Because that's not real nice
cursed.
to her most of the time.
So no death saving throws for you, Kim. It now just means someone will have to give you some sort of hit point to get up. But that like
That's
negates
fine.
a lot of the stress of death saves.
I got a bonus action that can do that.
Excellent. Franny, excellent turn. Any other
suck at
movement
death
though?
saving
Because
throws.
the rock is just technically right
How
above.
far
you.
above?
120 feet.
Can I hit it with my weapon? Or with my Or does
With your
that
crossbow,
count?
yes, you can.
Okay.
So you're just rolling at disadvantage because it's
Yes.
just outside the range. Again, it's the weird thing with
Because
attack of opportunity.
What does it mean when it says normal range, maximum range? Like 80 feet to 320?
320. It means anything within 80 feet you roll flat. Up to, but you could still hit up to 320, just disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
Is that natural? Again, trying to shoot straight in the air,
So was
120
the
feet.
cantrip became only a bonus action?
Is the cantrip count? That's what I was asking.
Cantrip, no, yeah. I'm
That
so
counts
sorry.
as my turn?
That's an
That's
action.
why I was confused.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm done.
My bad. That's on me. I'm so sorry for
No,
confusing.
that's okay.
Antigone, that's you, Sarah. You're on deck.
I'm glad.
120 feet?
120 feet.
I think I have
magic missile rune that might be in range.
Oh, that's nice. Magic missile.
Because most
hits.
stuff I don't think can reach.
Each dart hits a creature of your choice, and you can just choose the rock every single
Yeah.
time.
Right.
That's a wildly nice spell to have, or rune to have.
I only had one. So
Go ahead.
let's hope this hits.
So it's, well, no, they auto hit.
Yeah.
Magic missile you can't evade unless you have the spell shield or other magical ways of stopping
I
it.
have to
This
I
is
have
so
a
broken.
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how
So
if I hit
you're just
something-
rolling 3d4 plus 3.
Plus 3.
It's a nice spell. Again, magic missile gets slept on a lot just because it's like it doesn't immediately output the damage, but it's a consistent, like, you can't evade it. Or it takes a lot to evade. You have to have class features.
I know what D2
9
is.
damage.
9 damage to the rock. You. The rock takes his damage, still looking hurt. That's your action, just bonus action or Fluffy's action.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I have that I can give Fluffy that would be helpful. How far can Fluffy move on this?
Fluffy can move about 30 feet around, so Fluffy could start running towards the hole with David.
Well, I was trying to think if there's anything that would get him in range to use any of my other spells. on
Oh,
rock.
gotcha. Right now, it's rough. Until it's that horrifying, like, sky battle kind of feeling. The rock's 120 feet there. It's going to dictate where the movement happens now. Is kind of that, like, sway battle. Fluffy, yeet! And just, like, you could throw Fluffy. Or let yourself be a springboard for Fluffy because Fluffy's got a vertical as a goat.
Just grab him by the horns and yeet.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Misty Step is a bonus action, right?
Yes, it is.
And that gives 30 feet, right?
Yes, it does.
And Fluffy's normal movement is 30 feet.
Yes, it is.
So if I were to springboard Huck plus, paste a Misty Step on him, could I get him within 90 feet of this thing?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So, you take your goat, huck it into the air while putting a Misty Step rune into its mouth. So after it's been thrown 30 feet, we're saying,
Nom nom nom.
it then gulps down the rune that your bonus action cast, or, rune
This is
casting,
beautiful.
pushing it 60 feet in the air. It would be within 60 feet of the
That
rock.
is beautiful.
Oh, it only needs to be within 90 feet, I think.
Well, you already are doing it now. You could just Misty Step it all the way. That's already the range. But it's enough.
Although, if I got him within 60 feet, I could do another Phantasmal Force.
You
And
could.
we now know he's bad at
Right on
intelligence
the
saves.
motherboard.
We do.
That would be
So I'm
wild.
gonna do that.
You put all of you watch. You take 2 pieces of paper, crumple them up, shove them in your goat's mouth, and all of you watch Antigone takes her goat and hucks it as hard as she can in the air. Fluffy, kind of springboarding off, goes 30 feet.
Wait,
She's
no,
like,
I
I've seen
can't
my dad hug
because-
Phil.
I can't because I don't have a Phantasmal Force rune and it has to be a rune, so I'll just...
But you can cast.
Especially
Oh, because you
with
would have to
things
cast
we hang out
through.
that would
with.
have to be my turn, and I think I just...
Yep. So,
Yeah.
do you want to just hold them?
No, I'm just
Or-
gonna have him do a Chromatic Orb rune instead.
Gosh. You huck Fluffy. Chromatic Orb, go ahead and roll to hit.
And Chromatic Orb, that's 90 feet, so I don't think I need to use a Misty Step for him. I
Yep.
think I just...
You
need to
just
huck him.
huck your goat.
Okay, and I'm doing the level 2 rune that I had.
Mhm.
So... Oh, is that a save or do I roll to hit?
You make a ranged spell attack.
Awesome.
What type of damage do you want this to be?
I think fire's an option, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm capitalizing on your roasted over
Yes.
Please, please roll high, please. What the act? I'm not gonna say that word.
She almost.
I don't get any guiding bolt bonuses from anybody or anything.
Has been
No.
guiding bolt. in a
All right,
while, yeah.
Do you
well,
want inspiration?
I don't think you can give inspiration. Are you talking about your luck points?
I can't give luck points. I
Yeah.
have an inspiration.
But inspiration.
Oh,
this
right.
is unfortunately a familiar doing this.
Yeah.
Not. That is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not gonna hit.
What was it though?
A natural 3 plus 6, which gives me a 9.
Fluffy, boom! Fireball goes out of his mouth as this hugs. The rock does that aerial somersault to avoid missing. Ceres, that's your
This
turn.
dice going in dice jail.
Okay, I want to try doing Eldritch Blast, but I want to specifically aim for the foot of the rock to
Gotcha.
try and free Kenai, because I know he can fly.
Because it may not be able to free, but definitely lowering
Yes.
DCs and stuff. Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Whacking the fingers hanging onto the edge, it's the same
Yeah,
principle.
like Megara did to Smee.
Yeah, thanks for that memory.
Okay, that is a 22.
22 will hit.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Roll another 10. The last time I did an Eldritch Blast, it did a 10, and then you said, oh wait, opportunity attack doesn't
Yeah,
allow
I
it.
had to.
Well, that doesn't do nearly as much. It does 7 points of damage.
7 points damage. You guys are chipping away at the rock. It is important to note that, like, feathers and blasts of, like, blood and flesh keep hitting off of this thing, and it is really looking hurt. You've done a good amount of damage on it.
And then I'm going to use my movement to work my way towards the shelter.
Shelter. Did
Yes.
you want a bonus action anything for Kim? I know-
Bonus action, yes. I have that healing light thing. Gonna roll a d6 and I get to add my charisma.
That's an ability, too, which really helps.
Oh, you get the full 6 plus 5. You get 11 hit points.
Woo! Kim, you are up at 11. Perfectly in time, Kim. It is your turn, David.
Thank
You're
you
on
for
deck.
reminding me. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I'm a nice DM. I really want you guys to succeed. I swear.
He wants us to suffer for our success, though.
So, Kim, you are up at 11 hit points.
See that man?
Take a bite of my
He can be a
banana.
bad man, but he can be a
You want
nice
to take a
man.
bite of the banana? Kim, you immediately, you take a bite and are filled for the day. As in, this is a good berry type effect. Doesn't do any healing hit points. Good to know. As that would have sucked if you healed the rock. But you feel that like, oh, I took a bite. It's that full lamnish bread, Neverlandy banana. Wow, that was a banana bread level
No
loaf
wonder
I just
why
ate.
this monkey's one of these bananas so bad.
Here we go. I rolled a nat 20 on a joke monkey economy. Wow, that's such a auspicious number here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh
What
boy.
does auspicious mean in this case?
I'm hoping this will help us, whatever it does.
Interesting. I am just auspicious, meaning it's a aesthetically pleasing number to my eyes. I don't know what that means. I have to interpret this. Give me a second.
Oh boy. This will be interesting.
Oh
He keeps
gosh,
looking
what?
At my mouth when I'm making that noise, and he just like looks deeper and deeper in.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
Is that your mom? Isn't she so cool?
You're gonna have all these
Are you
boys
ready to
and
He's
go?
like half giggling, half
Oh,
like
hello, there's a
sad
foot there.
looking. It's very strange.
Yeah.
He's like that.
He gives you a little range.
Yeah,
He's
right?
like, either step it up or I'm gonna start.
Yeah, right. It's like you gotta like do some more. Here we go. I'm going to
No, you're good.
rule this.
Thanks for letting me hold you for a bit, buddy. Sorry that you were sad.
I just don't know what to say.
Oh
You
boy.
can always
thinking, do you
re-roll,
like
August, if you
I
need
might
to.
have to re-roll because I have no clue how to.
Okay, I'm really curious.
Not
what
every
does it
wild
say?
magic.
What does it say?
Basically, okay. In a nutshell, it's if target eats raw meat, they are thrown into the river. Which I like.
What?
Did they mean the nearest river,
What?
or is there a river? Not all magic.
The
sheets
river
are-
sticks.
The river, right? No,
Yep,
but like
yep.
what?
Wait, so if he takes a bite out of one
And
of
so I'm
us,
trying to figure out. I'm like, so that would
He
basically
eats
not have
himself to
any
the
effect right now.
river.
I
Ate the
took a
banana.
bite of the banana.
Oh,
I'm going
never
to
mind.
re-roll. Not all wild magic tables are made equal. Stay safe online out there. That's a interesting. It was a cool number too. It was like 4404, and I'm like, ooh, fun. No, I just.
I'm sorry, August.
Here we go. Oh, see, that makes so much more sense. Kim, you take a bite of the banana
Uh-huh.
and wonder why you did that.
Oh no.
Because this is just a banana, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking around. What do any of your items do? You have forgotten how to use any magic items you are carrying.
No.
I don't have any magic items.
Yeah, you do.
The
Your
communicator technically is magical.
Oh, and I guess I have a bag of holding.
The bag of holding is technically
Is
magical.
the
The banana is
grappling
technically a magical. The
Your
grappling
boots?
hook is not.
The grappling hook is
The
not
boots
my...
technically are because they use a magic item to trigger.
Gotcha, but my brass knuckles are not.
Brass knuckles are not. Yep, that's important to know.
Well, now I've got all this useless junk on me, but
Hold on. I think your brass knuckles are because they technically count your attacks as magical.
My brass knuckles?
Gosh.
Yeah. But
no,
like
because
I
her
will
actual
say...
hits count as.
Oh, you actually hits.
Yeah.
No, right.
No,
I
the
remember what the
brass
brass knuckles
knuckles.
said. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, Kim, there's just a lot of strange objects you have now that it's interesting to wonder what they could
Also,
do.
her fists are not objects; they are part of her living, breathing person. So I feel like she still knows how to punch. Or
Yes.
kick.
No, it specifically does say
Yeah.
you forget how to use any magical items you are carrying.
Thank goodness you didn't forget how to monk.
So that's why I'll allow the rocket skates you're wearing. But
Okay.
the banana and the communicator are who knows what.
Okay.
You're holding a banana and a weird cell phone.
That's weird. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'm gonna like think about this for a while because I don't want to drop them. Because what if they're actually kind of important?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't be holding if they were important,
This
right?
is a very large banana. This doesn't seem.
I'm holding a half a banana and I just ate it. That's cool.
I might as well take another bite of it.
Kim,
It's just
I
a
will allow
banana.
as
my
object.
gosh.
If this is your action, you're gonna eat the banana.
It's a really stupid action.
Go ahead and make me a
but-
quick Constitution saving throw.
Because I'm gonna go overflowed with banana.
Let's see how well you can
Stomach.
Hold your banana.
keep your bananas.
Forget holding your liquor.
Such a-
I'm using my inspiration.
Seriously. Can't let this all come back up.
I'm using my lucky.
I also
Oh.
apologize for all the banana. I
dang
didn't
it.
expect this to become such a
It's
major part of
okay.
tonight.
Fine. I had to
Hey,
feed
Hannah, you
him
want a point of
banana,
inspiration?
apple, strawberry sauce stuff last
Yeah.
night. It was fine.
It's okay. I've already used 1 point of inspiration plus my lucky.
Oof.
So
What'd
it's
you
a
get?
con. It's currently a. Do I take the highest one?
Yes.
Take the higher.
Oh boy.
Shoot, I wrote the highest one was. It's between a 4 and an 8. I don't think it makes much of a
Neither one
difference.
helps. You will watch Kim. Ha! Help! Gets a really confused look on her face. Looks at banana. Looks around. Tentatively, you take another bite. Having the first magical effect, she forgot what magic items she holding, how to use them. So she forgot that she just got full and wild magic from this banana and thought, I'll eat it again. Obviously, this could be important. You eat it again. Throw up so much banana. It's the
That means
worst
there's
feeling.
more room for another
There's
bite.
more room for another.
Oh god.
But I am now rolling with disadvantage on this table, and I am going to choose which one will happen. By not being able to hold your banana, it does trigger something else. Here we go.
That's
Okay.
so disgusting.
You're like, I'm holding a banana. I'm clearly eating my lunch.
Am I supposed to?
You probably didn't even think to look up and see the rock.
Well,
Oh,
I just
interesting.
forgot like
Are you
what
ready to
the
catch?
magical items. I don't. Yeah, it's just funny. I feel like it's more like a. What is
We
it?
should start
Dementia?
feeding Fluffy the banana.
Oh.
Hey Hannah,
This
are
is
you ready to
good.
catch?
Familiars.
Oh, I do have my familiar.
Oh, is that 3? There's
Rufus.
so many familiars.
I have chosen
Oh, no.
the magical effect.
I'm
Oh, no.
Nothing happens.
That's
I
scary.
will say, it's very scary. Kim, you eat the banana. By eating and throwing up, you have remembered what this item does. You don't remember what your communicator is. It's just a weird cell phone. But you may be like, oh, that's what happens.
Oh, that's so
I will say, Kim, that is your turn, because that would have been like, object action first eat, but is an action to like try it again. Your stomach is now empty now for more banana.
Definitely an interesting turn.
You just overloaded the meter.
Sorry,
David,
guys,
that
there's
is
not
your
much
turn.
left.
It's fine.
Hina,
Alright.
that's
I
you
didn't
on
take
deck.
any damage.
You didn't take any damage. It just was really gross.
Hey, how far away is the
No.
rock?
The rock, let's see. Gotta do math. 120.
A plus, A
I
squared
can
plus
do
B
the
squared
Pythagorean
equals C
theorem.
squared.
10 to 12, 100, 220.
You
The
let me
square root of
experience the
220.
strawberry banana yogurt is what you gave it.
Yes, it was yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay, my guy.
I was realizing I should have left you a different one, but I
It's
can
You're
find
fine.
like
not
all
too
have
far
bananas in it.
away.
It's fine.
It's
I
about
just
that,
fed him
like,
like this.
about 100 feet, shall we call it.
But you know,
Short bow.
Hell yeah, there you
so
go.
that
And
last,
I'm from the
la-
hole. where it
that
can't see
banana
me.
thing last
Advantage.
night,
Sneak
and
attack.
this whole banana
Oh,
thing today.
sneak attack.
Also
Yes,
earlier
I
today,
I also
my
said
grandma
advantage.
Well,
brought
because that's
a
what it
new
would
kind
offer.
of
Yes,
Jell-O
it's advantage.
for
You've
the
gotten a
family thing.
good.
That's delicious.
There we
lemonade
go.
jello with sliced banana all throughout it.
Oh,
And she
nice.
brought that cursed thing into my house.
That thing symbolizes my mission in Utah.
What thing?
Ugh.
Weird
Jello concoctions.
Yes.
Lemonade
Hey guys, we're
Jello
not in
with
the
bananas
depression.
in it.
We can like learn to cook with ingredients.
I
that
thought
make
lime
sense.
Jello with apple slices and walnuts was weird. No,
I've once
no,
tried
that is
ham
unholy.
Jello.
green jello with carrots.
How's a 23?
Oh, that's so weird.
23
Jello with
will hit
carrots
this round.
And
Like
cottage
shredded.
You also
No.
know, yeah. Currently, this
Mixed all
round,
together?
19 is the base.
like cottage
Cool
cheese
whip.
spread on the top of the Jello.
And the carrots on top?
Yeah.
Hell!
Utah, man.
This is a wild conversation. Like we're fighting this rocket in real life. Like, ew, Jello. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, she's eating a giant banana.
I know, right?
It's there.
Kim in the game, and we're all like, so Jello.
So chill.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You,
we
it
always try to
will
weaponize
alert the
wild
rock to your
magic.
position, so you'll need to bonus action hide.
Bonus action
Sometimes
hide.
it's
Cool,
turned
roll
out
for it.
really well in our favor.
Yeah.
Other times it doesn't because
But
it's,
usually it's hilarious.
it's
so I'm
something
like,
of the
let's
cosmos.
do it.
And I'm kind of worried.
What would this
now
be?
because-
Just like a straight hide?
Straight high, yeah, stealth check. It's kind of because yeah, you get that free one from the hole, and since shooting it reveals your position, so it's like that. What?
That's a 9.
A 9. It knows you're here.
I'm just gonna hunker down.
It's gonna have a tough time even starting to get to you, but you're there. Kenai, that is your turn. You're in the talons.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought he was gonna drop you by now.
Yes.
It's like we don't have to
Okay, what I would like to do is I would like to take. Actually, I'm still in bear form. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like to make a claw attack.
Okay.
I can attack twice with that, right?
Yes, you can. Also, roll me a d6 for your phantasmal force, as until it's gone, it's gonna keep taking it.
Yeah.
Question: does he get any
So
sort of
cringe.
lower DC or something from me trying to aim for the
Yes,
talons?
like if you were trying
Okay,
to
cool.
like just make that strength break, it's a lower DC.
Yeah. That is a 4.
4 points of psychic damage.
Yes.
Excellent.
And then I would like to attack with my claw.
Go for it. Claw attack against these talons. It's bone on bone. Creatine on creatine. It's yeah. Go for it.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Thank goodness.
Natural 20 crits against this creature. Go ahead and deal double damage there. I will be super nice. On a nat 20, it will be able to break the grapple. So you will start falling.
Can I
And-
choose to hold on?
Yes, you can. That is always an option. So, first let's roll the damage though, because of course you still have like bonus action or movement. But on the nat 20, you are hitting this thing combined with another person who have successfully done damage. You are breaking free of the claw or talons in this turn.
Okay. So that'll be.
Mhm.
7.
7 points of damage. It's starting to get really, really messed up.
Okay. And I would like to hit it again.
No more
Go for it.
Hannah, have you heard that sound bite? Can I just have a bite?
That
Just a
would
little
be-
nibble? You won't even notice. I saw that paired with a video of a baby trying to like dive bomb his
19?
mom.
A 19
It was so funny.
hits
Oh.
this round.
Okay. I did not expect that.
The AC will change on its turn
Yeah.
coming up, but yes, 19 currently is hitting.
Sweet. That is 10 damage on that one.
Oh my gosh.
Star Wars shit.
Kenai, you like grab onto the talon, start raking against the lower feet, dealing all this damage. It's looking so messed up, almost on that cusp of really bloody, really bad.
We're gonna have to do barbarians.
Do you have any other bonus action you want to try real quick?
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
2 barbarians?
Because I'm gonna be doing the berserker,
Yes.
remember?
I'm doing Berserker too.
So
Oh, so we
I
are-
will start flying.
You guys
That's
can
a
do
bonus
it.
action.
Oh yeah, you using your own astral form, so you won't
not
be
playing
falling
a
at all.
Leon
There's no
and-
deck safe to stay on.
I'd like to just be flying in place, if that makes sense. Kind of like
Yeah.
treading air.
So if this thing tries to move and doesn't try to re-grapple you, it will move out of your area of attack. Super smart.
Star Wars, right?
Here we go. Rock's turn. It's
I
going
have a
to
reason.
roll for that AC wild magic once
I
more.
promise.
Okay. Maybe looks a little bit tougher than it did.
Okay.
So you're not sure if a 19 would hit anymore, if that makes sense. It's that not the same as before for sure, but definitely close.
Yes, the pink thing.
Franny.
Oh,
The rock is looking at you
So I
guys.
just hit
It
I just hit image. It is a
is going to leave your iron attack. It is dive bombing to attack you and
Are
Saris.
we okay?
As you guys are the ones really like, Antigone's doing a lot, Kim's doing all this stuff, but like,
Antigone's doing nothing.
you guys are the ones doing that like consistent damage.
Yeah.
I threw
Opportunity
one
attack?
banana. That's what I've done so far.
At least it worked.
That's not gonna hit.
I
That's
hit the
not
hole and shot it.
Yeah. It blinding
that's
speed
gonna be fun.
suddenly is like, cool, I don't want to hold on to you anyway. It's coming down, it's like coming on the opposite side of your phantasmal force, is getting closer. Franny, it's going to try to peck you. Saris, it's going to try to grab you in its
rude.
claws.
Thank you.
Franny, that is going to be a 28 to hit, meaning it deals you 22 points of damage.
I am at 2 hit points.
Barely up. Saris, what's your armor class?
Is it 15?
On a natural 1 for a synthetic 14.
Oh my
God.
It's claws. All of you just watch cloud forms as crunching rock.
Saris
Saris,
goes,
Looney Tunes in the middle of the talons. Like, you have those PTSD war flashbacks of being a squirrel with hawks trying to grab you from the trees. Like, no, again.
Which makes me think of Road to El Dorado. Just, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm still
okay.
That is the rock's turn. Franny, you are at 2 hit points, but that is your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you're now with us on
Oh.
the ground.
Yes, back
I
on the ground.
see.
It's like, fine, I can't hold on to this meat. I'm just going to kill you guys. Again, this thing is full. It's just doing this for fun, which is horrifying.
You'd think it would give up at some point.
Oh, I may let it have an intelligence check, and it's the one time it like really
it is
succeeded. Of like, all right, I'll do it.
It is a big dumb bird.
Big dumb bird. Franny, what do you want to try?
Hang on.
Who's a big dum dum?
You dum dum.
You dum-
Big dum dum.
You better run.
Is this like a cursed thing or like a creature?
It's a creature. It's a gargantuan monstrosity.
Alright.
I mean, big old hawks shouldn't be this big.
I'd like to inflict wounds again.
Oh dear lord. Inflict wounds. It's make a melee spell attack.
Yep.
You can easily hit from this area too.
Well, good.
Yeah.
It's a +6. Okay.
Okay, cool. You got that message. Sorry. I'm also trying to like coordinate a lot of messages
yeah, you're
both in
good.
this campaign and out.
Sorry, I was talking about the Star Wars stuff.
No. Well, and everyone else, and also people are messaging me about this thing
On
of
a
things I
nat
want to try.
13, it's 19 to hit.
A 19 meets the armor class this round
Oh.
exactly.
So I hit him.
No,
Yes, you
half
do.
Damage or
No,
how are you-
full damage. No,
Nice.
melee, you've hit. Yes, I don't do on hits half.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
Sam's thing.
yeah,
There you go.
Sam, and I think it's a good idea, but I don't
it's
think
the
it works
nat
for
ones that
every
hit, that's
campaign.
when you do the
No.
half damage.
Yeah.
So I do 3 d10s.
3d10 of necrotic damage to this thing.
Nice.
Hell yes.
It is too warm in here.
If we want to crack the window behind me, so we can. William, what's up, my guy? I got you.
Thank
Will, do you want to come
15.
roll for the rock here in a second? 15 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
This could be good. You could roll a nat 1 for the rock.
On
Or he
this
can
thing.
roll a nat 20
You
for
inflict
rock.
wounds. Those tendrils of it's very nature magic of like beautiful vines just kind of creep up, but they're all ethereal and crack into this thing. It's looking horribly, horribly hurt.
Oh, we might actually kill
good.
it?
That's just your action. Any bonus action you want to try?
Can I make it to the hole? Or
You can
I
start running. If you run, it will get an opportunity because it's down here now.
Oh, it
I'm good.
is.
I forgot with David. I shouldn't have, but yes.
Then I will just back away a little, but not really.
Back, yeah, walk it to the edge where it's like if
Yeah.
this thing moves, I can hit it, but I don't want to move anymore because then it'll
Yes.
eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
here we go.
Antigone, do you have any other spells
Is it
that
the
need
rock's
to make an
turn?
intelligence
Oh,
saving
not
throw
yet.
against?
Okay.
I
I'm
just
just
I
gonna
will need
use
you in a
Phantasm
second.
Force. I just couldn't
Uh,
do it on the earlier turn because it was Fluffy's turn. And
That's an excellent turn.
Because I could use my turn to
Antigone,
use Mind Sliver, which would
That
give
is
it
your
disadvantage.
turn.
Never
Saris,
mind.
you're on deck.
Yeah, I am now going to use my Phantasm Force.
Oh.
If
that
you
was
put your
bad.
turn immediately after mine, I can do Mind Sliver on it, which would give it
I
disadvantage.
gotta roll. I just let it drop out of my hand. I won't tell you if it succeeded or not. I don't like it when they just drop onto numbers. That is a failure on a synthetic 2.
Ooh.
As
Synthetic 2?
it rolled a 6. It rolled
Alright.
a 6.
That's a -4 to intelligence.
Damn.
What other phantasmal forces here? Kenai, keep in mind, you've got then your concentration up, and Antigone, you're now holding a concentration.
And I want this to be, for comedy's sake, on the other side. Like, the rock is now between Kenai's phantasmal force and mine.
You want this something.
And so mine is probably just
It's-
like a giant mountain lion or whatever that's big enough to eat a rock.
Between a rotisserie rock and a big old mountain lion that's licking its lip, this rock looks terrified. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
d6 of psychic damage. Excellent. And Antigone is
That's
fluffy.
only a 2.
Only 2, not bad. But again, consistent as long as your concentration holds.
Yep.
Is Fluffy doing anything?
What can Fluffy do?
Headbutt the rock.
I'll give Fluffy a shocking grasp rune.
Excellent. You give Fluffy Shocking Grasp. Make a melee spell attack.
Alright.
Fluffy just charges down the runway.
Woo, that's 21.
21 hits. AC right now. Marissa found out for you guys. The AC this round is 19. So, Shocking Grasp works. Go ahead and roll that lightning damage on the rock.
Yeah, I'm double checking how many dice I get for this.
It's just 1d8 currently.
Yeah, it's not until 5th level it increases. Ooh, that is a 5.
5 points of damage.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't add anything, right?
Yep. It's looking horribly, horribly hurt. This rock is in between a rock and a mountain lion place. Saris, that is your turn, Kim Possible. You're on deck as, that's what the banana did. Saris, what do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do another Eldritch Blast because
heck yeah.
why the heck not?
Why the heck not?
Be nice, be nice, be nice. Maybe.
Mm.
Oh, it is exactly 19 because I have a +7.
Hey!
Thank goodness.
There we go. Exact 19. That's going to be some
And
damage.
that's only 9 points of damage because I didn't roll super high.
9 points of damage.
I'm so glad
Officially looking bloodied.
Nice.
we only just barely got to half. Oh, crap.
It's very bloodied. And
Question,
the
how
rock
far away am I from it?
It just landed on the ground and attacked you. It's like its claws are in between you. Like you're standing right underneath it. So you're just blasted like boo boo boo. It's so easy to hit it right now for you.
Because it's got a lot of feathers. There's a lot of stuff to hold on to. Can I climb on top of it with 35 feet of movement?
Give me an athletics check is what we'll call
Can
it.
it be acrobatics?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Until this thing starts moving,
That's
it's kind of
fine,
pure
that's
athletics.
fine, that's fine. That's a nat 1.
You
+0.
ha, slide down the feathers and are just on the ground. It's very comical. It's a flying squirrel like, ha, oh, no. You just slide down the rock.
Fine, I'm going to be vindictive. I'm going to rip a handful of feathers out of his leg.
Squawks a little. Kim, that's you. David, you're on deck.
Okay, I have to prove myself as actually good at hitting things. So
You're not going to eat the banana again? Just to have fun with it? Alright.
I'm not eating the banana
Should
again.
we,
It's
you
going
eat
in
the
the
banana
pocket.
again, and then you can breathe fire on it.
Actually, I might have Rufus eat the banana.
Oh my! I think PETA needs.
Well, okay, if Rufus took a human-sized bite, it could kill him. But if Rufus takes a...
Rufus-sized bite.
Yeah.
I know, I'm curious if it would help him at all. So
Yeah, let's see what happens. Alright.
I will do that, but that will be on his
You're
turn,
gonna
so
first,
mine.
of course, try to attack yourself. Yeah.
Attack what?
Or are you yourself? You
Attack,
can possibly
comma,
want to prove
yourself.
that you can attack.
Okay,
August, comma, save lives.
I
thought
was
for a
talking.
second-
Yes.
I thought for a second you meant like that's what had happened in the wild magic.
No,
Then it was coming back to me and I was like, that's the
You're gonna attack yourself.
All right. As Rufus, I'm having him chomp down and start munching on the banana.
Okay. So
Actually,
if I
Kiwi,
wanna
how many hit
attack-
points do you have?
10.
Okay.
How far away am I from the rock right now?
Your
Um,
movement
Franny,
gets you
how many
right up
points
next to
you
like
got?
Sarah's, Franny,
2.
like because you
So,
were a
like,
little.
I'm gonna
With
do
my
a
fist,
bonus action healing light to Franny. I forgot.
Go
about
for it. Yeah, I'll allow it. So yeah, Kim, you're
You
able to
get
run up
another
right into the
11
fray
hit
with your
points.
4
Thank
friends.
you so much.
I'm rolling so well on the
So
healing
I'm
so
light.
nice.
going
I need
to
those 11 hit points.
roll
Bless
to
you.
punch.
Okay.
That's a 15.
I was like, I'm sure there's someone who's almost dead.
6, that's 20.
There usually
1
is.
plus
Thank
1
you.
more is
Yes,
22.
there usually is, yes.
22 will hit.
And that's a D4.
Yes.
So that's a total of 6 points of damage. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to use a key point and do flurry of blows.
Excellent. It's going to give you 2 more attacks.
16, that's a 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay.
The AC currently is at 19.
19. Luck point. That's my second one.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be an 18.
18 barely misses this round. Still dealing damage in Kim. You backflip under right up next to Saracen Frank. Dealing his damage. It is now officially looking bloody though.
Awesome.
He's definitely looking hurt. As
Is it
that happens.
Attached? Does anyone in his talons or beacon at this point?
No. Yes, because Kina was able to break it. Kina's actually right above this creature.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we weren't missing something there.
Oh my gosh. Rufus eats the banana. Rubs and pats his belly. All of you look at the most disgusting naked mole rat in the world as people who meet the target for the first time think it's hideous.
This isn't our first
I'm
time
not
meeting
in any way mincing the words. That's wild magic.
it.
Anyone who meets it thinks it's hideous.
Well, we're lucky it's Rufus.
The lucky is Rufus. That's
Can I
Frankly, Sarah's already.
Because the rock is frightened, right?
cute. Gosh.
Can I have Rufus roll intimidation?
Yeah. I will. Yes, Rufus will roll an intimidation
Yes.
as the rock, looking at this gross, disgusting little rodent, is going to be horrified by its appearance. Rufus,
If
I'm going to
Rufus
say.
convince it to leave with the intimidation.
Sure, let's see.
Like, that would be the best.
I'm going to
scenario
give
right now.
Rufus now, with that hideous aspect now of forever on him. He's going to have a +2 all out.
To intimidation?
A 2 intimidation.
I love that.
Right?
There you
Plus
go.
2, not bad. He's hit anything.
This is
It's
forever.
hideous. This is forever.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't like just this fight. Rufus, now anyone that meets Rufus will think it's hideous. Which
For the first
doesn't
time,
change
it says?
anything. +2.
Was it for the first time or just
Is
in
that for the
general?
first time?
Oh, for the first time. Eventually you'll warm up to him, right? Like you guys have warmed up.
My messages, they're all about Star Wars.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Here we go. Rufus is going to roll +2. I'll let you know he's got to roll insanely high DC. We're rolling in front of the board.
Rufus!
Rufus.
Rufus! Rufus!
I can't see
That's
it.
in 16.
Plus 2.
Natural?
+2, naturally.
18?
18.
Leave!
Easy. This thing with 2 phantasmal forces psychically burning its mind and this horrifying, gross rodent that's just here as you shove it in its face. It
Good job, Rufus.
probably is going to try to leave on its turn.
My God.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
Stuff
Rufus
with
was the tipping point.
Rufus is the tipping point.
I'm so happy.
David, that's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take another pop shot at it.
Mhm.
Do I have advantage or anything from the hole?
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh, no, because you didn't hide successfully yet.
Yeah.
The first time you're in a hole, yeah, but now it's like you're going to have to redo it to get that advantage up.
Okay.
I was gonna say you could do bonus action hide and then hit.
17.
17 barely misses.
Yep. And then bonus action hide.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're sleepy.
Who is next after you? Okay, good.
13.
We
Okay.
might get to kill this thing before it
13
runs away.
barely
Yay.
misses its passive perception.
Yep.
It sees you. It knows you're in the hole.
But it's not coming for me.
Me?
Hey, wait, August.
Yeah?
Was my sneak attack, would it give me any kind of buffs to attack?
Yeah.
Or
Just
An
damage.
extra
or just
D6.
damage?
No, just damage,
It
but you
does-
can roll another D6.
No,
because
it's
you have-
also you get advantage if you have an ally within 5 feet of you.
No.
And the target.
You don't get advantage for having an ally. It's you get sneak
Oh,
attack. You
right,
will
right,
allow
right,
the damage
right,
by having
right.
allies close.
I remember
So you
that
get
now,
another D6 of damage that you were able to
Yep.
deal on the attack that hit.
Damage, but not to its
It's
Mhm.
cold.
Okay, I just
Yep,
want to
yep.
make sure that
I just forgot.
misunderstood.
No, yeah.
Because
So
I
go and
had
roll a
a
d6 because you still get the
suppressed
damage
it,
from it
once
because you had
that did
always
it, so
close.
Oh,
You just didn't
from
get
having,
extra
by
2
having
hit
one
by
from
having
it, you do have
Okay, gotcha. From the
advantage,
first,
and it
because I
was
was like, I did
glorious.
spend the key point, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I didn't
No, yeah. It's always that like
add an extra point of damage.
extra point damage.
Yeah.
You know, extra points are all it takes. We know this by heart now. There's creatures that have lived and died by 1.
Yep.
That's true. That goes
Too
with
many
it,
times.
David, David taking those shots. You're just foxholing, like trying to hit this thing, laying down that suppressive cover fire. Kenai, 120 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, this thing is only about 90 feet away from you because of how big it is.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, it's gargantuan, right?
Yeah.
It's what would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to take out my javelin and essentially like fall onto this thing's back, and then just so that it doesn't throw me off its back, plunge the javelin in so that I can just hold onto the javelin.
You do realize
Go
it might
ahead.
fly away from us?
Make me an attack roll
Okay.
because you're trying to hit the AC and deal the damage to stick in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Here we go.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can. Use your point of inspiration.
Ooh. Okay. That was
I
not,
love the
not what I was hoping.
sneaky
Not right.
looking smiles he gives you. It's so cute.
Which is me.
Yeah, he just goes, It's so cute.
It's gonna be 16.
16 does not hit this
Okay.
round.
Do I at least land on it? Oh, wait,
You
I was gonna
land on it. As you're on it, you just don't think the spear's not perfectly in, so it might be able to shake you off.
Okay.
You land up. Go ahead and roll a d6 for your phantasmal force. You're still concentrating on it.
Yes.
As that happens,
And that's 4 damage.
Oh,
I can't remember.
It's-
Can you attack multiple times in a round with the javelin?
no, it has to be a light weapon like a dagger, other small stuff to offer those properties. Kenai, you land on top of this thing, just dropping the full stab into this thing. That will make the rock's turn. The rock's gonna make a roll for its AC.
so good.
It looks significantly back to maybe what it looks before. Like, you think that its feathers are not as solid as before. It's okay. It's back to being more rock AC vibes. That's wild, because this fight could have been so much more different without that weird wild magic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, what
The
else
rock
do you think?
is terrified.
What else do you
It's going to try to leave, but it wants to
have a lot to
attack
say.
as it goes, so it doesn't want to take opportunity attacks.
You've got a lot to
It
say.
is going...
So glad you got all your words.
Yep. The rock is going to disengage and fly 120 feet up. It's more just going to make a dex check to shake you.
Is she making
Um,
noises?
Yeah,
You're so
it
bad.
shakes you off on a synthetic 19, beating armor class and
Well, that's
whatnot.
right, yeah.
Whips around, does that corkscrew spin, and as it is 120 feet out, because it can't dash with that, we are still in initiative, but it is in the process of
It's a weird
fleeing.
noise.
So,
I
we,
say we let it flee.
that's the choice. Is right now, ladies and gentlemen, the rock is fleeing. It is only 120 feet away, but you guys could attack it as it goes,
Nope.
or just let it go.
Wait, what
Let it go,
else?
please. Let's let it go. It only just barely got to the bloodied stage.
I say we let it fly away. Fly away, birdie.
Fly away,
Let
be
it
free.
fly, let it fly.
As we then will exit initiative, you all watch the rock fly off into the distance, sitting there, various states of just feeling pretty gross. That's where we're going to take our break quickly for tonight. Thank you all those that are watching in the chat. We will see you all in a moment. And we are back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those that waited over the break. And of course, if you're watching this posthumously, I hope you didn't wear out your finger clicking through. As we jump back in, all of you watch the rock escape and can start back into travels. I will also let you know,
Mama's still there.
while you can heal up, the rock is the thing that was around here. Rocks are very much apex predators, and by scaring this away, not much is left to
Sweet.
fight around here. It's
Cool.
been a nuisance for a while.
You got some long lashes.
As you all approach then through up into the mountains, eventually you realize that the hills are becoming much more rockier. The flora and fauna are now becoming that natural mountainous, the different like actual mountain lions every so often looking at you guys as you pass. Different small birds are now in the area. The moss and bush that are grown over on these paths are now becoming much more traveled. You definitely think you're on an actual road now.
Okay.
David, you have now become your gargoylian form,
Sweet.
as not long after the rock left, you have transformed. Approaching then, off in the distance, a large gate. You see in front of it stone carved braziers, each in the aspect of a hand. You see the hands have gloved forge working tools on them as the fire seems to come out of the palms of the hands. Inlaid in the road upwards is metal bricks and ingots that seem to have that like tap effect of like dancers as you're walking. It's that natural tick, 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 tick. All of you moving forward, eventually coming into view is Katmura, the Dwarven capital.
Woo.
Question.
Yes.
This is going to sound very weird, but why did we come here again? It's been a little while.
Basically, the Liberty
baton
Bell.
thing.
It's the Dwarven hammer that cracked.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Last used by Weregrim.
And it's on this.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
On
That's
this
got
Come on,
the next
dude, we're
clue.
here for you and your brother.
It's been how many weeks?
Oh no,
Yeah, but
I don't
in
get
real
it.
world weeks,
I
man,
think
what
it's
do we
hilarious
do?
that the one who's playing
It's been
Kina,
a
he's
hot
like,
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
I was
we were
like, I
just giving
remember
it a
that
shot
this
and
is
then
where we were going, but I couldn't remember why.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
got
that
it.
very natural. Why are we here again? Shopping list check. Oh, right.
Okay.
in the wrong
Approaching
alley.
the outside, you see that the giant stone gates with copper lining are closed. And there doesn't seem to be any form of guard or advanced group or really anyone outside the gates currently.
Sorry, don't mind me.
You're good. As you guys are outside the gates, is there anything people want to check for or try? Because right now, pushing on the doors, they seem locked. There's really no, like, big doorbell or knocking stone.
Any chance that it's a pull door? Just kidding.
Not at all. I'm like, I'll check.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around for any like mechanisms or anything.
Yeah, make me an investigation check.
I know you're tired, but
Alright.
yeah. I know you're tired.
Investigation.
You can go sleep if you want.
Nat 20!
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh
Inspiration?
my gosh.
Yeah, give me that in sweet inspiro.
Sweet, sweet inspiration. David, you feel that connection of stone and stone. Stone to others seems inorganic, but to those that know the magic of the world, it's alive. One might think that the mechanics themselves who designed this door made it, in the perfect sense, a movable entryway. Never meant to be locked unless you didn't understand the secret. As you feel against this stone door, your intentions would you say would be what?
Oof. To uncover a great treasure.
Feeling the stone scraping against the ground. Interior light immediately reflecting beautiful torchlight.
Cool.
You see a dwarven man walk up to you. Right! Welcome, good gentlemen and gentle ladies, to the kingdom of Katmura. You have been proven worthy by the door. Please, of course, refrain from taking off your shoes. Do not feed any creatures that seem to approach you in the night. And as always, welcome to the Dwarven Nations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As entering
This is
in,
awesome.
you guys walk down beautiful stone tunnel. Antechamber into antechamber expands. Stone leads downward. A cavern the size of a mountain.
Nice.
Looking around, beautiful step-tiered like the Incans, with crops, animals, mines, beautiful caverns of smoke swirling through. Entertainment, you see travelers, performers, market stalls, places. And in the very center of the deepest part is a lake. Glimmering bed of jewels and platinum, mithril and adamantine. A man-made lake stretching, one would think, almost as big as your home village. And at the center of this lake, a beautiful fortress made of fine granite and obsidian, stretching geometrically, Art Deco forms upward. This is the kingdom of Katmura.
Awesome.
Dwarves are every which way, and not just dwarves. You see orc also are primarily here trading and working. There are elven merchants, as Katmura welcomes many to trade goods and services, as Katmura is the prime place to find anything of value in this world.
Thanks.
As you are all entering in, people watch you as you pass, but quickly seem to go about their day. You'll pass by shops and store owners, entertainers, and people living their lives that seem to regard you all in the fashion of travelers and adventurers.
Are there any open stalls, like entertainer stalls?
Farther down are a lot of entertainer stalls. You see dwarven acrobats, men and women who you watch are using magic to perform, as each of them seem to breathe coals into their hands and
Mr.
throw them
Incredible's show?
and full.
What?
Are you looking for Mr. Incredible's
No,
show?
you see full-on Doctor Strange-esque running up living magic coals that they are spinning like discs into grand gestures of acrobatics. Huge, wonderful stuff.
Do I feel like I would be welcome adding to the show with an audio effect?
Go ahead, make me an insight check.
That we were on people's good side before we go rob their hammer.
Yeah.
You said insight?
Insight check.
21.
21. This seems like an open performance. It seems like the dwarves love to have like artwork. It's very much that like a lot of people are performing. You're even realizing this might not even be an official troupe. This is just like a recreational thing.
Okay, then I'm going to join in.
Go ahead and make me a performance check.
15.
15. You all watch Kenai starts performing. As you do so, this isn't the right music. Come on. You as dwarves get into this, they're all right, are tossing out discs it becomes this vaulting where a dwarf is not touching the ground for minutes as he is jumping from like platform to platform.
cool.
The coals don't stay either. They are like burning and twisting and disintegrating into ash that fills the sky as it, but immediately before it can, vaulting off as you bring in this full dance routine. After a moment, the dwarves seem to slow down, and you, as a natural form 15 beating it, feel that boom, and as they stop and bow, a lot of people are clapping.
Can I, what's it called? Prestidigitate my fake hat onto the ground to take tips?
I'm gonna make a check. All of you watch. Kenai makes that like fake hat, like, you know, gesturing out. A lot of dwarves give you disgusted looks and kind of like immediately walk away. The performer that was coming, you see, he walks up. Right. Oh, sorry there. What's your name, lad?
Ken,
Nice to meet you, Ken. My name is Aaron.
nice to meet you.
Aaron Colehart. No, you see, you're not from here, are you, and your friends?
No.
No. You don't ask for free things here. As we do this for the joy of entertaining. We craft not only with our hands, but with our hearts and our bodies. And that's a bit much to ask for something just because you do what you love.
That joke.
That's true. That's true.
It's nothing more. Well, it's nice to meet you, Aaron Colehart. Nice to meet you. What brings you here? You don't look dwarvish, any of you. Some of you be small, but nothing as I am.
I like him. He's cool.
Yeah.
Well, none of us had ever been here before, and so we thought we'd pay it a visit.
Talking of group, I see. Well, as long as you're here, look for me. I do my best. But are you here for work? Are you here for money?
We were on a trip to like sightsee. Like, don't you have a museum here?
Oh,
Stuff?
yeah.
Like, we're really interested in history.
Right, the museum. Well, you see, he points to the fortress in the middle of the lake. Right, most of our stuff is kept in the keep itself. Of course, the king and his attendants are there, but it doubles as a museum during the day for visitors.
Perfect.
That's so interesting.
Right, y'all got coin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, because it's not a free museum. I mean, it's a charging. We want to keep institution for our artwork.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. You see, Aaron kind of looks. He's gonna throw you a silver-plated like business card. So you just, if you ever need adventurers or entertainers, give me a call. I'm in the city. Thank you.
Thank you.
He takes his leave. You see again, the troupe you think he was performing with aren't even around. And so you're quickly realizing dwarves just kind of come together for spectacles. There's no like set group.
Yeah.
As he leaves, all of you have the knowledge that the museum is at what he called the keep.
He likes bum pats.
As you all take your way,
Most
is there
places
anything
do.
people would want to do before
know
just
that.
go into the keep? I do
I
gotta
learned this
ask.
from my sister-in-law. especially
Saris
the last
or Franny or anyone.
Yes. What?
The keep is in the middle of the lake. Is
Yes.
there anything people want to do before just heading there?
I'm
Not
gonna look around for any
particularly.
weapon stalls.
Cool. Yes. Anyone else doing any brief shopping? Anything going on?
Can I shop and see if there's heavy weapons or heavy armor
Okay.
available?
Some, like,
Oh, yeah,
light
cleric.
armor.
Leather armor. Yeah.
I'll look
Can I see if there's,
for.
like- go.
Oh, sorry.
Good
I'll look for
bird.
studded leather armor, so I get one more to my AC, please. And any magical weapons because we're eventually gonna start getting things. That
I have to say this.
Not magic.
Yes.
Mine might be more in like smelting
So
areas.
Okay.
the reason why most
Could
things
I
like
look
bum
and see if
packs
there's
is
a place
because in
where
the
it
last
could be
trimester,
And he's giving you dinner.
in the last trimester when
Oh
babies
my
head down,
gosh.
their bum is
Yeah.
right next to their mom's heart.
That's wild.
Reminds them of the heartbeat.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Thing ever.
Kina, you're so far the only one that's gonna have to make a roll because it's a little specific.
Yeah.
For everyone else, Antigone, is there anything you would want to briefly buy or do anything here, or is it more just
We'll see.
being here?
Yeah, I don't think I need
He's so
anything right
tired.
now.
Yeah. Here's what's
Like,
wild.
sometimes my blood is
Ladies and gentlemen, Katmura is the Dwarven kingdom. You want armor and weapons? Just
You do that thing,
look.
like the-
Excellent.
Here we go, gang.
makes them close
A
their eyes.
lot of stuff is here.
Nice.
You've got your choice of armor. As if one stall only is carrying leather, another one only carries plate. Some carries both. Some carries better prices. So I'm going to give you almost free, like just kind of the what you could buy, and just tell me if you want to. For example, Kim, they have both leather and studded leather. Studded leather's 45 gold pieces. Leather's 10. Studded gives you the plus 12 or 12 plus dex. Of course, leather is just 11 plus.
11 plus my dex.
Mm-hmm.
But studded leather gives you a
Stud leather will
12
give you
plus
12
your
plus
dex.
your dex. It's just like 45 gold pieces instead of 10.
That won't change my AC.
He's like, "Oh,
Really? What's your AC right now?
It should.
16.
Whew, 16. Studded leather would
Why?
give you 16 too. I think you already have studded leather. Huh.
I do not. I'll take studded leather armor.
As
I've never been told. I was just told because I'm a monk, my AC
is
16.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
some of
actually.
that leather won't do anything.
Dope
Yeah.
monk crit.
It wouldn't do
Right,
anything
because
yet.
you want to be unarmored.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to. Yep.
You could look for braces and
It's
defense.
enough. Like Kim, it's a window shopping. You should always check. Like, okay, it's my
You
size,
seriously
but it
should
doesn't
look
feel
for
me. It
braces
doesn't
and
really.
defense.
Nothing really helps too much.
That's okay.
Saris,
Yes.
would you like to buy?
Yes,
some
I
leather?
would, because that will buff my AC by
Yes,
one.
it will. Saris, your armor class will now be 16. Franny.
So, does Sarah's have my whole family's fortune too?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm holding the 10,000 because I have a bag of holding.
Okay. So if I needed some, could I use it, Sarah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm looking for
Franny.
metal and for.
There's a beautiful plate armor.
Can you describe it for me, August?
I can't. This is shimmering metal that comes down, fitting around in a hoop skirt form. As you see, the woman running the shop specializes in dress armor. As all you're seeing
Of
in various
course.
skirts, dress, pantsuit, like every kind, like most armor that you would find anywhere in the world is plates and plates. She's the one. She has made a stylish, so it's probably going to be a little bit more of a cost just because she tries to make them styled. But you see this plate. It is plate armor. I have to check, Franny, real quick, your strength score.
So for me, it's strength, not dex.
Yes. Because heavy armor, the kind she has, does have a minimum strength you need to wear it. She can give you this. The plate armor, this like hoop skirt, is 2,000 gold, but requires a 15 strength.
What do I have right now?
You have a 12.
Oh.
And I'm going to look through. I don't think your strength can fit most conventional heavy armor. Because right now, Frank, your AC is 13. But she might be able to commission something.
I would love to have her commission something.
As coming in, you see this woman. Her name is Moira.
Moira, what a lovely name.
You see as she's there, her beard is beautifully braided into her hair to make this really cool, like, scarf effect.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
Not all of them. It's kind of a choice thing. They get to choose if they want beards.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
grow
our
facial
society.
hair
You could
and
like have long hair or short, no matter who you are. Dwarves are the same.
Yeah, some of the women don't have them.
Yo, yeah. Like some women don't have. Some women don't have facial hair. Some do. Men. It's a big thing. The dwarves long ago, there was a huge thing depending on if you should have a beard or not. And now it's like, we just like making stuff that looks cool. Moira will offer you this.
All the noise
As-
they hear.
Right, madam. I see you're admiring my armor, but if I'm being perfectly honest, you look like you're a spaghetti noodle.
That's why I need the armor, my dear.
Yes, of course. I don't think you'll be able to carry much. I might have to make something for you.
I would love that. What do you have in mind?
So
I don't mean
I've
to
got-
go.
Are you making fun of my
No,
accent?
I'm sorry. It's so lovely that my body naturally wants to copy
All
it.
right,
I'm
no, you're
sorry.
fine. Just
I
making
also
sure you're
love
not
the
being
hair.
rude.
No, never. I love the hair
Oh,
too.
thank you. I like your hair. It's a
Oh.
nice type, but it looks good.
It's
It looks
ridiculous,
good on
but
you.
I like yours.
Oh, it looks
Thank you.
good. Right, I've got some. You see, I've got a cousin just came into a mithril vein.
Ooh.
So I could make you some mithril armor.
I would love that.
Now, I'm gonna have to say, it's gonna be a bit pricey.
What are you thinking in mind?
At least 5,000 gold, hun.
Is it worth it or no?
How much do you?
It's
This would give you an AC of 18.
Yes, it's
If you were to take a shield, because you are now a protector style cleric,
Right.
you could then have an AC
AC
of
of
20
20.
if you're carrying a shield.
Because I was thinking of protecting us.
Yeah,
would
yeah,
that
yeah,
help?
yeah.
Being a tank,
If it's
a
worth
druid
it.
tank
Oh,
could be
that's
insane.
insane.
So if it's worth it,
And
I'll
you
do it.
can't
But
use leather armor as a druid,
Mhm.
so
so
It
it's up to you
becomes that, like,
guys.
you could just be a tank.
Yeah. Do you want
But it
that
would be
or do you
half
want
of
to
your
get all
family forge of that, like...
So, can I step in and help negotiate?
If you want to try,
I would love to try because I have decent persuasion. I have a +5.
sure, go
And
roll
I
me a
think that's better what
persuasion
you have.
check.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me a persuasion check. As you see, she
I have
said,
inspiration if you need.
That's a 19.
Ooh.
and 19. I'm going to make an insight
So
versus.
that's 24.
No, a 19.
That's a 24 for her.
That's fine.
Um,
Okay.
you see, she goes, right, I could probably do
Whoa, wait,
four,
I have-
four
no, never mind,
750.
4750. What do we think?
that's better.
If not,
Honestly,
that's okay.
she was saying at least 5,000. This is.
It's yeah. This is something.
Yeah.
It is 3 times the cost of
Yeah.
normal plate,
Mhm.
but it's you wouldn't have any strength
Mostly,
or stealth.
if it was my
disadvantage.
gold, I would do it, but it's not my gold.
Well,
That's
it's your
why I'm-
family's
Because
gold.
mithril is basically
Yeah, but my
like
family's a
wearing
piece of
cloth.
crap,
It's,
so-
you would be wearing a dress made of the heaviest armor
So
possible,
cool.
but she would have to charge you like
that's
4,750.
Do it, babe.
For
We're looking for
so
a big
4
trigger.
750.
Okay.
Hey, question: if I use my
Very practical.
nifty talisman thing and raise my persuasion, would it lower the price a little bit more?
No. At this
Okay,
point.
that's
Um,
fine.
What about with the shield? Does the shield come with it?
All right. Shield is just 10 gold.
Oh,
I can make it. I can easily make you a fancy shield that
Can the
would go
shield
with.
match it and everything?
Of course, dear. Look at her
Okay.
there. She's
So
not thinking
4760 is what we're looking
Yes, she's
Should
gonna
the
get
shield
working
with
on
a big
that.
frog on the front.
I'll
Can I
go
get a
ahead
frog
and
on it?
Yes. This is
do
she's
that
going to
now.
make you a hoop skirt armor, light as air, but your AC will be 18, and when you have your frog shield, it has a little spot for your
Actual
spellcasting frog to sit on top in that curve. Your AC is now 20.
Okay, so it's gonna be how much?
4,750. Oh, 4,760.
because of the
4760.
shield.
Kenai,
Thank
you rolled
you.
high enough though on your investigation.
Could I also look at, like, what would they charge for, like, I don't know, even like chainmail?
Oh yeah,
We're
chainmail.
down to 4805.
It's like you can get a good
Okay.
set for
What
about
I'm
50
holding.
gold.
4805.
Oh.
Thank you.
What's the next step above chainmail then?
Next step
Half plate.
would be
Half
yeah
plate.
half plate.
Yeah, you're
We're scale man.
perpetual paladin.
You could
know
get
this.
like another
Perpetual
and in
paladin?
between
You
would
need a
be
shirt.
breastplate.
Thank you.
Because
Perpetual
breastplate would be
paladin.
14 plus your dex, but it does
'Cause
cap.
Perpetual paladin.
So
Like a shirt that
with the
says
breastplate for you,
perpetual
it would give you
Oh.
a 16
I was gonna
capped
say,
AC.
Okay.
What do
and
shirts
what
have to do with
was
paladins?
that?
Are they normally shirtless?
Step brother,
That's such a good
like,
word.
or
Perpetual
chainmail, I
paladin.
mean.
That's such a good thing.
Oh, chainmail. Chainmail is 13 plus your dex, max of 2. But breastplates are like about 400 gold pieces because they do have to be custom made. But you would be able to make custom make one that could fit well enough. Like it doesn't really offer like if you become a bear form, it would still be that kind of same.
Well,
Oh, dang.
it could be a pre-made shirt that they just tailor up real quick.
Exactly. So a little bit more expensive just because it's more coverage, if that
Well,
makes
then,
sense.
can I come back to the armor after I do the other thing?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You go in. You find a metalsmith working. You see the approach. All right, welcome, big fella. How can I do you?
Would you be able to dunk these?
Your hands.
Well, the nails, the claws.
Do you want to turn to bear form in this moment?
Yeah,
Catch
yeah.
up. Yeah. You see. Holy Festus is better. All right. Now listen here, buddy. What the hurt you? I've never seen one of your kind. What are you?
Temporarily.
Temporary. It's like getting a nipple pierced. It's only temporary.
Yeah.
You see this dude. Right, if you're into it, I could get you a fair price. What kind of metal are you looking for? Something specific? Something magical?
How much would something magical cost me?
Rub says that magic would be dunking, and so it's more casting it as we forge. I'm gonna have to take a hammer to your fingers. Jeez. If I were to get you a magical, I'm
Maybe
gonna
if
have
I
to
have
run
you
you,
sign a
let's say,
waiver.
200 gold.
Or you can just get like brass knuckles.
Yeah, but I'm thinking for bear form.
But
It's-
I wonder if you could find some that like magically would shift with you or something.
That might, though, immediately increase cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shiftable stuff is different than just making something that could be counted as magic.
Okay. People have given me
Sure, let's do
ideas.
magic.
Right, hold out your claws. All right, he's got some good stuff. He is going to help plate a simple, magical silver claws. As magic silver is actually easier than just like steel silver or magical steel, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So he's going to dunk your claws. Go ahead and just take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You're not down, thankfully. It hurts like the fires of Hades, as
Sizzling
magical
doesn't
silver. They will count as both magical and silver
feel good.
attacks.
That is dope, sir.
It only costs you 200 gold pieces as he coats your claws. You realize as he's just, oh boy, steam as he kind of like plunges them into water. Yeah, all of you have enough gold from the dragon stuff. It's just having
Yeah.
used Sarah's.
So it's 200 for that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so don't mark it off of you unless you have 200
Okay.
gold.
Nice.
I think so.
Alright.
I'm just having that little frowny
You
face, shake of the head.
As he wipes his, whew, my, the god of the forest, those are pretty. All right, you mind if I put my mark on it? I mean, it's pretty good work.
Be like advertising.
It's a watermark.
For 10 gold off the price, you can put your.
Shrewd, you be. All right, that's fair. 10 gold, 190. He takes a stamp. On your pinky claw is his professional watermark. Just listen. If you do good work, you should make sure people know. Right?
Yeah.
He does so. Just looks at. Now, if this be with you, kill some good monsters with that. And for example, if you ever do die, have someone bring us back to me.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
good.
good work.
Oh, that's a good work. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
What's your name? I'll send my friends.
Oh, right. My no. I gotta say this with a straight face.
Oh!
Because I do have a name for him. Okay.
It's okay. Come here. Come here.
My name is
She's
Greasy
so
Flamefire.
What was it?
Greasy Flamefire. I have a bunch of NPC names back here. You're gonna love them.
I love
Greasy
this.
Flamefire. Right. No, I see. Look in your eyes. The Flamefires. We come from a long line of dwarves. But you see, my parents didn't want me. So they named me Greasy in the hope I would be like a grease fire, just kind of kill myself. But I'm a hearty one. Knocked me 5 times on the head as a kid. 2 times in my nuts. But I'm alive.
Oh my god.
Do you have any children?
I have 12 now!
Oh!
Each are Greasy is their middle name, but one of them is Sparky Greasy, one of them's Wet Greasy. I kind of made it a bit of a promise to myself to make sure my line is strong forever. So, good at Flamefires. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
You,
thank you for this.
Well, do you want your nails done?
no.
Oh, no.
But you have custom weaponry, is what it sounds like.
Oh, right, yeah, no, I do a lot of custom work.
So I've got this great club. As you can see, I'm very weak and I need both arms. Is there a way you can make one that is lighter and potentially stronger as well, or even
You're
just?
talking mithril? Listen, I don't have mithril. I got silver, I got gold, I got steel, I got raw iron. I do have, if you're curious, a bit of sapphire. It's like a gem-based ore I've been working with. It just looks blue.
I'm sure it's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Then that sounds really amazing. I'm just hoping that I could have something that packs a punch, but isn't also gonna knock me down with a kickback. Is there any way we could
Alright.
work something out.
For a squirrel, she sure knows a lot about
You're
weapons.
gonna have to
I know a lot
pay
about weapons.
more.
That's the problem.
If you get me, you give me a day
Mm-hmm.
and come back to me, and I could probably, I'll have to ask around. I
Okay.
don't got what you're looking for right now.
You know what? Here's the 10 gold for your time.
Honestly, thank you very much. What was your name?
My name's Saris. It's nice to meet
Sarah,
you, Greasy.
He grabs you. You have the greasy promise. In a day's time, I will have your commission price.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As soon as I'm out of sight of him, let my hands on my pants.
This might be too creative, but we're in a dwarven marketplace, right?
Right.
You know how you can have like inscriptions in metal, like
Yeah.
like thinking full gold plates here. Can I find like a little sheaf of like basically a book, but it's like little leaves of like metal instead of paper for like creating runes that won't get soggy if we get dumped in the ocean without a reading book or whatever? Because that the whole trip to the ocean made me realize, wait a second, we're in trouble.
Here's
if
what you're
something
gonna need to know.
happens.
Best thing is a copper-plated book. These are things
Okay.
that exist. Use a form of copper bronze. It's to make it thin enough to stamp. I shouldn't say stamp. Like anyone can do it. You don't need stamps.
Yeah, and just
You
to
can
have a
engrave.
reason to do it. Yeah.
That's,
One book will get you
Excuse me,
20
that's so
pages,
clever.
but it will run you about 200 gold.
Ooh.
Oh, I
But
okay, not
these
that
things
much.
are
Hang
amazing.
on.
How?
How?
Oh, sorry.
So
No, you-
I know
you-
3
you-
people because
you-
we still need to come back. Also, David, you're looking for stuff too. Yeah.
You're down to 4605.
Did I still? Do I know what my communicator does anymore?
You've been looking at it for a day or this half a day now. It's so weird. You're gonna have to try stuff
It's
with
just
it.
a defective mirror.
So I just want to know the wild magic. It never stops, essentially, right?
Basically, is what you're
Okay,
starting to
I
realize.
didn't realize that.
Until you act
Until you
on it,
figure
it might not work.
Or dispel magic.
Oh,
Maybe.
that's a good idea.
Try.
Spell magic on the communicator.
How much
No,
did
it's not
that
magic on
ship
me.
I know.
trip cost? The one that I tried to sneaky pay for and I wasn't so sneaky.
40.
It was only 40?
Mhm.
Well, so I haven't counted gold up until like we left my house because I just had so much. It was a few here, a few there. So probably I have like.
What the rich girl
800.
syndrome? I love this. No, that's
I
the
know,
most perfect.
I'm
Like,
sorry, I
I
just
gotta
didn't
look
count.
at my finances. I don't just have a
Because
card.
like I didn't look,
I
and if I
haven't checked
ran
my
low, I
bank
would just tell
account
my
in 6
family.
She's been
So I
using
probably
Daddy's
have
credit
about
card.
800,
You
right?
have about 800 left
Okay,
personally.
can I just put 800 in the kitty?
Yeah.
Okay, so add 800 to the total.
Okay.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah,
In the
because you would have
kitty.
had from
Trying-
the
trying to
1,000 gold
just
you
ignore
left
that.
home with is
Yeah,
that like it's about
probably about
800. We'll
800.
say.
And then my other question is, I forgot about not just the heavy armor, but like the weaponry. Is there anything I can clubby club with that
It's
I
kind of
can
what
handle?
Saris
Or
is
get a
looking
mace.
for too.
Okay,
Something
or
like a
mace or
mace.
something.
What's gonna happen? Greasy flame fire is excuse me, I've been saying it wrong. Greasy flash fire. I'm like, there's a reason I thought his name was so funny.
I'm like,
Greasy
Flame
Flash
Fire
Fire.
is so redundant.
It is no Greasy Flash
Flash
Fire. I
Fire.
kept rereading that wrong. Greasy Flash Fire is looking into.
Okay.
Sarah's paid him 10 gold. It's gonna take him a day, but he's gonna look
Yeah.
around because he's like, I don't have me. I
I'm
don't have
hoping
stuff you're
that the
looking for.
10 extra gold will make him really try to get.
It's, yeah,
something
something
nice.
like okay, yeah, no, I'll
So then-
commission.
So he knows that there's 2 that he's looking for now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll say quick
Okay.
like
Yeah.
add in and Franny. Yeah, no.
Thank you.
You're
He's so
are you gonna buy that
fascinated
book?
with your face.
I don't
it's
think I
so
can.
cute.
Is that why I only have like 56
Yeah,
gold?
he doesn't do it with
50
anyone
school,
else.
but there is the
Every
pot.
so often he'll
He
like
used to
do
when he was
this
littler.
to me, and then he's like done.
How
He
much
doesn't
access do I
anymore.
have to the
How much access to
No,
the
it's
pot?
just you.
And
We
he
have
wants to know-
5405.
He used to
5405.
practice when he was
I
younger.
borrow 200 gold?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
200 gold. You
This
buy.
is you're asking the girl who doesn't care about money for
Oh,
money.
that's
She'll give you the
scratchy.
money.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's clever. That's why we're having you hold the
Yeah.
pot.
David,
Over here.
what kind of weapons you looking for?
I'm looking for dual scimitars
Ooh.
and some
What is a dual scimitar?
half plate.
2 scimitars
All right.
that go together.
Half plate is gonna run you about
Mm.
So think of
750,
the swords
and
in
you
a
will
line.
have disadvantage on
Yes.
stealth.
Oh, I was thinking blue
Okay.
spears.
That's about that
I
half
guess
plate
they're not
medium.
technically
I'm-
centaurs.
They're close.
Gonna ignore the half plate then.
Just gonna ignore the half plate just for a little bit. You want some scimitars, my friend? Here we go. You can get some beautiful dual scimitars. It will run you about 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
But these are finesse and light weapons, of course. And each one, being dwarven made, will deal a d8 of slashing damage.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes. Normally, a normal scimitar is about that d6. Dual scimitars, you can get a d8 flick. If you've ever seen Dragon Prince, it's very much almost that butterfly esque of
Oh,
whip
cool.
out into it. So they store really well, they
Yep.
flick out. and it'll only run you about 50.
Sweet.
That
Hey,
is so
do you
precious.
do trades by chance?
You see that this dwarf looks up
Tell you
and
about
just
our banana. Just kidding.
great.
Just kidding.
What kind of trades you looking for?
Swords.
I'm hoping to get some some of that price off for those dual scimitars. Pull out the rapier in exchange for this.
What rapier is this?
The one I've had since the beginning.
Oh, for a second I
All right.
thought that you had
That's
gotten her
not
dad's.
bad rapier. Seen a bit of use, it looks like.
Yep. 15 gold off the price.
10 gold off.
13.
13.
Right, fair enough.
Right.
37 gold.
Do you have 37?
Swooping
Yeah,
shakes
my
your hand.
gems.
You've got your scimitars.
Then I won't mark it off here if you've got it.
Yes. Any other armor you want to look at?
I'm good.
Because breastplate would be 14 plus 2. It's only 400. Keep in mind, the cloak you have adds that plus 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, the kisses.
His giggle is so cute.
I know, he's like,
Just
Mama loves me.
Uh,
Mama loves me, she's eating my face.
Here we go again.
Affectionate.
Affectionately, and I'm okay with it. Look at the smile.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Mama's giving me
Chainmail
nipples.
is, 50 gold pieces. And
I
yeah,
wonder if that's
My
another
AC
baby
up
thing
to
because Faith
15.
loves it when we do that too.
15's good.
Specifically to go.
Here we go, gang.
He loves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you finish shopping, as would be in the Dwarven Kingdom, I prepared for this one.
Thank you.
All of you have your items of all the stuff.
Yes. And the guy's coming back tomorrow.
And tomorrow, or you find him at his shop tomorrow, and he can give you a commission. You can all start heading down to the keep area, making your way through. Immediately realizing as the deeper you go towards this lake, the cityscape around becomes more and more public area. Actually, as you thought there was public before, this is like open market stalls, places like that were
This
already.
is the market sector.
Now we're really heading into where
like,
everyone sits.
That makes
There
sense.
are, you see a couple very dwarven philosophers standing in these little amphitheaters, kind of like offering different shows. What we would think of TED Talks, if we're being honest. Like, some are forging things, some are just talking. Like, there's a lot of orators going on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like St. Augustine style? Or?
You see, you pass one, just... The light and goodness of the goddess Tiger Lily, may she be praised, is one that can benefit all of us. For life and death is one. Like, you're seeing there's religion and politics and economics. And the dwarves love communicating in Katmura. They love all their stuff. They're an awesome country, if I'm being honest. As you get down, you realize that the lake has a ferry system right now. As you approach, the worker at the ferry system turns
I heard
to
fairy,
you.
like,
Oh,
Tinkerbell
fairy!
fairy
Oh, yeah.
instead of fairy like boat. So I was confused for a moment.
I was too. I thought fairy instead of fairy.
Ferry.
Okay.
Am I back
Sorry.
in human form?
I would say yes. In your human orc form, your nails are all silver.
Oh,
as
that's
if
like
they were
so
painted.
cool.
It's that cool, like, orcish
You look
skin,
so-
silver nail, like
You
the
look
earring,
emo
the
or goth
haircut.
or something.
Kina looks dope as hell. Let's be
Oh,
honest,
what?
right? Like,
No, because no, like, any idiot's ever gonna, like, see silver nails and think, haha, it's a weapon.
yeah, you're gonna be like, all right,
That's-
cool
I think
fashion
that-
choice,
I
I guess.
think
And
that
then
well
Bear
said.
and claw, and
it's a pretty cool. They do last. It's a little bit. They don't have any effect right now. You couldn't claw someone in this form.
That's
But you
cool,
look
though.
kind of
But
like
yes,
you might start
in
a
your
band.
orc form, all of you
Dramatic
approaching.
effect.
Yeah, right. The fairy woman looks to you, and you see, welcome. Are you all heading to the Obsidian Keep today?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, all right. Are you for the public tour of the keep? Are you for the museum tour? Or are you just here to walk around?
Oh, just walk
Is there
around.
a way to do
Yeah.
All right.
the tour and the
She said you could just walk around.
You're so
If we just walk around, does that mean we get to just roam? However, we just don't have to
Absolutely
drive?
not, madam.
Oh,
Of course, walking around, you can walk around the. You see, Obsidian Keep. Sorry, guys, I do need attention. Just helping do this. Obsidian Keep has like a little bit of island, like kind of an area around the fortress. That's what they mean by the walk around. Like you could be there
Okay.
for free and just
I'm
kind of
gonna
be.
start messaging people
and say, I know we got the whole thing about the museum is where we need to go, but shouldn't we also take the tour and see if we notice Masonic symbols? Or,
Yep,
other
that's a good
stuff?
idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Both tours sound great.
If we are we still in message?
Yes.
Yeah.
If we take the tour of the other place first, then if a hammer goes missing in the museum, we aren't the first suspects necessarily.
True.
So yes, tour. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Fortress before museum,
Yep.
and so it's that.
Yep.
That
sounds wonderful.
Excellent. You guys, the tour is only going to cost 2 copper pieces because you're paying 1 copper for the first tour, 1 copper for the second.
And it's one, so it's 2 per then.
2 per. So right, 14
so
copper
it's a silver
pieces.
and
4 copper.
Okay.
Silver and 4 copper or 14 copper.
Are you just covering everything on you?
Well, I have the money bags, but I have nothing but gold. So if anyone has silver and
I
copper,
have
that'd
all
be
the
easy.
copper. How much
I've
copper?
got
Thank
Jeff.
you.
14.
I'll knock off 14 copper.
Go for it. You take the tour. It's like a 15-minute wait for the next ferry because they try to do them in those tour
Yeah, that makes sense.
Moving your way through.
Make him away. Sorry.
I'm like,
I don't
what?
know why I snorted.
That was,
Loved it.
it kind of took me by surprise. I'm like, huh?
Goodness.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Will say, your tour guide, you see this young Dwarven man, not really a beard, he's very clean shaven, greets you all.
The vibe.
You see, he goes, hello everyone, my name is Greaves. I will be your tour guide today.
I like his name. That's cool. Dwarven name.
Welcome to the Obsidian Keep. Built here many centuries ago in what we would consider about the 8th millennium. The Obsidian Keep is the home of our current ruling class, the Cave Blades. As he is bringing you in, the ferry has taken you all the way to the water's edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was what brought us here.
Yeah, so as it is docking, it's kind of that like he's doing that little walk backward tour guide thing while all of you are stepping off ferry onto the land. The Cave Blades are the current ruling class with their son, Dokrim, who did abdicate the throne for a few years to better find himself and be a better ruler, in his own words, but has now returned to help stay.
Should we be making investigation checks as we're going on this tour to be like,
Yeah.
what
I
direction
will
is
say we
visibly?
can have a group investigation check.
And then can I make a history check into his words that he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay. This is investigation.
Okay. I am going to use my D4 thing from my talisman
Okay.
that I could have been using this whole time and I haven't been.
Gotcha.
Move.
I got a 15.
Here we go. Yes, we're gonna start going down the order. Sarah, you got a 15.
Yep.
David, what did you get?
17.
17. Pretty good.
19.
19. Very good.
14.
14. Investigation.
Sorry,
You're good. Kino, what'd you get?
6.
6. You're looking at your face. It's okay. I can work with this. This is
They're
pretty
shiny.
cool. All right, that's pretty cool.
Sorry,
You're
Are
totally
they
fine.
buffed and polished?
Oh yeah, they reflect really well.
Dude, you actually could
Eleven.
do
He's a
something
full
with that.
manicure.
It feels good. You're like, all right. You may never have to get a mani ever again. Like these are probably gonna stick around.
Because we know that
11.
was your favorite thing.
Okay,
Do you want me to
if
make a
we
history check?
painted them,
Yeah.
Okay.
would they chip off like they do metal?
Probably.
Like if you did nail polish on your nails?
With the nail polish
15
chip on?
history.
Yeah.
Oh,
15 history.
probably.
He is giving you a pretty good rundown. What you're realizing is
And would it show
Obsidian
up on
Keep
your,
can
business?
hold the entire nation of Katmura if needed. And he says,
Holy.
made of course in times of great
dope.
distress, every dwarf will be able to sit here, rooms accommodating every major family, and you see, because he says, if for any reason there needs to be more, we just dig another layer down.
Alright.
As you realize,
How many layers
this
have I
island
fit?
in the middle of this lake
So
extends
accommodating.
miles beneath the
That's
surface.
insane.
I love that.
That's so cool.
You see, as he kind of gives you this, he's like, currently, we're up to 1,744 floors.
Hot dang.
Do you have an elevator or are you required to walk down all of
Oh
them?
my.
Oh, we dwarves are actually very hardy. We walk everywhere.
Oh gosh.
Does
there a
does the
handrail?
tour go down all the layers?
What kind of dwarven mind would it be without a handrail? Of course we have handrails. We're not monsters.
Do you have elevators for the tourists? Or does the tour not go down all
Right,
the
I
levels?
did say we don't need elevators, and while we appreciate tourism in our nation, we're not going to build an elevator just because you don't want to take a walk.
That's fair.
Yep, very
Did you
fair.
not research the tour before signing up? You see, Greaves is trying to make it good natured, like, oh, come on, guys, like it's just a walk.
And we're like, I should have taken that cardio tip so we didn't
Suddenly
do.
there's the SpongeBob screen.
8 hours later.
So, to see if I
well
could...
into the
It's
tour.
like in Road to El Dorado, where the
Yes!
priest and the chief just casually
It is.
walk up.
Sorry.
Miguel and Tulio.
There's staircase.
Welcome
Like you're
as
crawling up
it
the
is
mountain.
an hour later, as you guys
That's
are
faster than I expected.
welcome to Layer 500, the museum. All of you are drenched in sweat,
Yep.
feeling the heat. It's actually pretty well air conditioned. It's just that natural when you've worked out so long that everything just feels hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Layer 500, you see, he goes, right, this is our normal dwarvish museum where we keep a lot of our important artifacts and everything going on. Please, of course, feel free to look around. Please don't touch the glass as it will trigger our alarm spells and you will be incinerated.
Okay.
Wow.
Can...
Oh, we have a lovely system where many years ago, Katmura became rather, shall we say, a beacon for dragons. But
Oh.
rather than let the dragons drive us out, we said fuck them. And we did. We grabbed them, we chained them, and they're currently kept at the lowest layers. So it makes a bit of a process to make a new layer to the Obsidian Keep because we have to dig a new layer, put the dragons further under, and rework a lot of spells.
How many dragons do you have in the
Currently
basement?
28.
Wow.
I will say, one got the jump on us last year, but that was only because they cheated like dirty bastards. They brought a bunch of iron golems, and we weren't ready for that. So the blue dragon got in, and we had to briefly evacuate.
Wait, so did they say how many layers?
1,000.
1,744.
Are we allowed to go
have
to the
an idea.
1744th
Of
layer?
course you do. I love
You see, kind of, you ready to walk?
I can watch.
No, we do cap out at about the 1600th layer because everything currently at 16 to 1744 is in construction. Of course, for needs be if dwarves have to move in here for any times of war, it isn't safe for civilians.
Can I tap on either Franny or Antigone?
I have a message cantrip.
Yes,
There
I
you
was
go.
saying
Boom.
She was
because
trying
you
to
guys
get
have
our
to
attention.
start it. Yeah.
Boom.
You have to start the text chain.
Exactly. So we don't need to take the hammer, do we? Can we just look at it and like read inscriptions on it, or do we need the hammer?
I'd say let's see until we see.
That was like
it.
enough weeks ago. I genuinely don't remember.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm worried about.
You see, Greaves? Yes, so please, remember, of course, don't touch the glass. We do not want anyone incinerated. But please, look around. You are seeing...
Well, and my question is it really the real hammer displayed, or I
There
think this
are
is too much metagaming from
metal
Astral Protection, but I'm like,
breastplates
I'm
of
gonna steal the
warriors.
hammer of independence.
oh, they keep the real one somewhere else, and this is like a display piece.
There are beautiful sets of armor, jewels, scrolls of dwarven politicians. At the far end of the hall, you see a beautiful cased hammer. As you approach the warhammer, Greaves naturally, you guys are like a group of 6. Like the tour guide, there's like, shall we say, 12 people, but the other 6 aren't even together. It's, you know, you were put in. So all of you moving together. Greaves is kind of naturally like being with you guys because you guys have the questions. Like, oh, you're the group that's like interested. See you come closer, Greaves just, right? This is, of course, the famous
So I'm gonna message
warhammer
you too.
of the Dwarven nation.
That's your idea.
Last used by Wergrim Caveblade during the War of Desolation.
We'll just
Uh,
have this up to scare her.
As he shows you
Is he still scaring
this,
people?
Yeah, forever,
here's
forever.
what's
He can
important
scare
to know.
everybody else. and
Rufus
we
has
can-
Scare
frightening
them all
presence.
out,
Could I-
and then we could just be the one.
I like that
August.
idea.
Yes.
As he's talking, could I like pretend to get bored and like walk to a different one and ask him a question about like
Give me a persuasion check. As while you do it, he'll give you the last little bit of what he's saying here. Looking around, he goes, yes, our important warhammer here was forged by some of the first dwarven masons, it is rumored. But of course, it was crafted in such a way that only the true king of Katmura can wield it.
Oh, geez,
Uh,
one of those.
As you all look, easy enough, the space in the middle of the warhammer, hanging suspended, probably by some form of magic, you think, is cut in a way. Passive insight would fit perfectly if you were to put a sapphire in it. So
Dang
the
it.
gem you guys have, if you were to put it into that little inset, would
We have it,
perfectly
right?
fit.
Yeah, we've got the sapphire.
Who has a sapphire?
Yep.
As what you couldn't
Why
tell
is
from a
it so
2D drawing, like a 2D drawing may look like, is it just like something carved out? No, it is like almost like a hole in the middle that you see. You can just explain, right? Made to be the lightest weight hammer you could find, but still pack quite a punch for the kings of the time and queens. Sorry, I shouldn't restate. Kings and queens of the Dwarven nations have used this hammer. But of course, after the War of Desolation, Dokrim and his father decided to put it there, or rather, Wergrim left the note, Dokrim enacted upon it, and Dokrim himself hasn't used his hammer since.
How heavy is the hammer?
Are you asking me, the DM, or Greaves?
You, the DM.
Me, the DM. You're not sure. A warhammer would probably be a hefty weapon, like a two-handed. It might be one-handable,
So
by
is it
what
like
he's saying.
5, 10, 15 pounds?
We're talking like a 25-pound item. Maybe.
Dang it.
Gosh!
Like,
So understand.
that's why, like, a dwarf could one-hand it. If they're saying a lightweight warhammer, it might be a lightweight, only 25 pounds. But yeah, to us who know, it's like,
William's
imagine
14
taking
pounds.
a 25-pound weight and trying to one-hand hit it. That's a lot.
Hey, does
Oh,
anyone
I
have the
have a warhammer.
enlarge reduce
It's 2
spell?
pounds!
Yes. So you're seeing immediately, whatever this thing is forged out of, this is lightweight to a dwarf, but is hefty.
Another GM question.
Yeah.
The tour guide just said something about Wergrim leaving a note. I'm not remembering what history we have and don't have. Is this like the last king just disappeared and left a note and no one knows what happened to him? Or like, historically, what do we know?
You might have to ask Greeks, because I will say none of you would know historically.
Okay, then I technically will. I just couldn't remember
Yeah.
if this is something we
See,
should know.
Right. Oh, yes, no. Wergrim actually, when he left the throne to Dokrim, did, as many Dwarvens do, off into the mountains to be laid to rest in their appropriate place. Each dwarf finds their appropriate place. Some choose to be entombed with the ancestors. Some choose to be, cremated. It's also rather easy. But, of course, for the kings, they do find it personal off into the mountains to find their ancestors, the ancient rocks and halls, to pass away. So Wergrim left, I believe the humans, you call them wills. We call them the force of a dwarf. So a dwarven's force, their last words to those that are left. He asked Dokrim, of course, being it broken, and Dokrim agreed. What'd you get on your persuasion to help go away?
17. So before I would do it,
Yes,
just
yes.
in our message chain, I would just be like, any more questions for Greaves before I pull them away for you guys?
Just this one.
Okay.
Is this
And
one?
is the letter somewhere? Is the letter posted anywhere? His
Oh,
will?
right. That's down on the 1000th layer of the Obsidian key in the official open public library documents that we have here. I will say, no offense, y'all look a bit tired. And we do close the museum and the tours in about 2.5 hours. I don't think you'd be able to make it down there and all the back up before we do close off the keep for the
Is
evening.
there an inn or anything on one of these levels?
Oh, no, all the inns, of course, are on the main force of the nation. These have to be kept open in case of emergency.
Of course.
As they're asking him questions and all that, I'm gonna get the frame out and look the hammer
Okay.
through the frame.
You're gonna look for,
Secretly.
and I'll say yes. It's
Yeah,
as
I'll
you're
go-
starting into
yeah.
the.
August,
He's
I'm
our
gonna
he's
give
got
him
great
face
flavor.
out.
Okay, good.
and I'm gonna tell him, scare everyone away.
Right, because he said yes.
Rufus is gonna get ready to scare. On
My hero's
17,
a
what
nat
question do you ask, or what do you want to try?
So,
to
like, what's the, like,
Do any of the casters
5
have enlarge
exhibits
reduce?
5 exhibits over.
No.
You see
Let me see if
a
that's one I.
dragon
I
skull
probably
that
can't
is
learn
like
it,
half
but
dipped in
caster
gold,
already.
half like eroded away.
Yeah, same.
That it looks pretty actually
But let me
naturally
see if that's
interesting.
even one I could learn.
You see
I'll,
green-
yeah, I'll walk
Because if
over,
so,
like,
then tomorrow
I'll just
morning I
slowly
can
start walking over there, and then I'll be like, whoa, Greaves, what is this?
What is it? Great. Oh, right. Now, you see, there was once a dragon that came here that was actually a bit of nasty work. In the common tongue, one might call him a warmonger, a gold seeker, right? We called him fucker. We usually do. But, you see, he tried to get in, and so a few of our dwarven warriors grappled him and shoved his face into a golden vat, forever entombing his shame.
Not one
But
I
of
can
course,
learn.
the rest of him actually has slowly eroded over time. Interesting fact.
Here,
And so
like
he's
making sure that you
Yeah.
watch
I have a question for the DM.
Hmm.
If one were to cast enlarge on Mage Hand, what would its carrying capacity be? From 10 pounds to what?
That is an interesting question. If you were to try to enlarge Mage Hand, it wouldn't work since you can't see it.
No, yes, you can.
You cause a creature or object you can see within range.
Okay, but it says a
We
spectral
always
floating
saw.
hand. It does not say it's invisible.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Spectral floating hand.
Nice lawyering, Lonnie.
Alright. I see this.
Because we always saw gem
Spectral,
hands.
though. Here we go. I gotta pull up
Unless
both
he chose
Mage
to be
Hand and Enlarge
invisible.
Reduce and read
Because
these
he
together.
had a special kind
Oh,
of
you're
Mage
making
Hand
me
with
you're
the
making me rules lawyer this. Okay.
Yes.
Creature or an object. Are we
Yes.
counting a hand as an object? It's a hand. Are we going to count it as a creature? I guess we might have to.
Okay.
Handless
What is it?
duration. Okay, dismisses an action, so it lasts a minute. An action concentration up to a minute. Naturally, someone else would have to do it because the second you try to concentrate
Oh
on a
yeah,
large
I know.
Mage Hand,
I'm
it
saying
would leak.
if someone can cast enlarge on Mage Hand,
Mhm.
how much is its carrying capacity?
Right. Well, Mage Hand, suddenly it's no longer a tiny thing. Like, Thumbelina
Uh-huh.
and hands are all
It's
about
now
this kind of range.
small.
It's now a small creature. Small creatures have their strength capacity, so it would naturally stand to assume
Isn't that
whatever
like
then
30-ish?
the caster's strength is probably what that strength is.
So in theory, if I had someone cast enlarge reduce on Mage Hand that I summoned within the case of the hammer, and it picked up the hammer, could it bonk against the glass and potentially break the glass from the inside? That is what I'm wondering.
First, though, you need to use Mage Hand to get the diamond in.
True.
But how do you get the diamond in there?
That's we
But
can't-
if I break the glass first.
And get incinerated?
I was to say it'll go
No,
off.
because we're not doing nothing to it.
It
We
just
ain't doing
toppled over
nothing.
on
I'm
its
wondering,
own.
is
I do
it
nothing.
reasonable
We're fine.
to
here.
assume that
nothing.
it could potentially pick up the hammer?
I love that you
and
guys are
whack.
just like, no, we're doing this. We're getting this down.
I'm
Um,
trying
No, not necessarily now. I just need
Okay.
to know.
I'm
I just
trying
need
to
to know.
remember, is there really any urgency to this, or could this be
Well,
like another
and
argument?
also
Do we wait
told
for the
someone
pack
that
to
we're
break
coming
in?
back to
Or
them
like,
yeah,
tomorrow.
you need to get your armor and
Yeah.
stuff back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
so-
not today.
I
Not
don't
today.
think we
Not
should
today.
do
Not
anything
today. Please, not today.
Yeah.
Because I had an
I'm just
idea.
workshopping. So
So here, Lonnie.
yes.
Here's an idea I had.
Okay.
I will give you guys a 2-minute timer, after which point something will happen, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Insight on
Okay,
him
what is
to
it?
see
Alright,
if he
so
is
guys,
magical. Like
So
if he would
wait
notice
until
anything
tomorrow
magical.
to get everything
Yeah,
prepped
go
and
for
ready to go. I can glide down to where the dragons are, mess up their security system that way, cause a big hullabaloo.
18.
You guys can get in, steal the
You think
hammer.
Reeves probably has
Without
enough
getting
spellcasting
incinerated.
just for that
I
natural,
can
like
just
maybe
come
quick
come
stuff.
back
Like
up.
he's not a high
I
level
don't think
spellcaster.
that's a good
But
idea.
like as a
because
Torgan, like
how
I
could
could do
we
a quick
disable
thaumaturgy to
How could
talk
we
louder,
disable
or
the
a
incinerator?
mage hand to grab and clean up
Hey,
stuff. Like,
August,
So, 1, 2. Sorry, real quick. Yes, trying to make sure we got it.
with the security system,
Yep.
are there pipes that the dragon flame goes through?
You could assume
incinerate
so.
people.
Like, there's no.
Can we do an insight
that-
check into the security system?
So you're
go
saying the
for it.
incineration might
Go
come
for it.
directly from the
Antigone.
dragons?
I would like to
Yeah.
cast Detect Magic
That's
and
what he
walk
said.
around
It was
the
fun.
museum and try and see what I pick up in terms of defenses or whatever.
Oh, I'm here for a
Very
good
low.
heist. All right, let's
So
detect magic.
I detect magic and just to walk around to get everything.
Right, you ready for this?
Hey, August, dirty 20 on the security
Dirty
system.
20.
Hang on, I might have the
I
same.
will say this. All of you are giving
Ooh.
good stuff.
Dirty 24.
Dirty 24. Okay. Good insight, good looking around, good detect magic. For you two, is there anything you want to add to this? Because the more you add in, the more I'll give you.
I'll do Arcana. I want to figure
The
out
base
if
magic.
I want to figure out if that is possible with.
Oh,
Mage
and
Hand.
Kina, you're also looking inciting Greaves. Like,
That
okay,
was a
he's a
nat
low level
20.
caster.
I'll be happy.
You should check
Uh,
Greaves and see if he has a security badge. Sorry.
I would be happy to investigate the security system, just what's in there.
Yeah, instead of
This
like
is still
insighting
your
true
inspiration,
investigation,
right?
like let's
That's
try to
fine.
get specifics. Yes, as this is a group thing. You're planning a heist. You're trying to say, do we steal it? Do we not?
Nat 20.
We both got nat 20s! May I please have
I
inspiration
have
as well?
inspiration right here.
You
August,
already have
so-
inspiration.
Oh, who do you want to get the extra
Stop.
one
Okay.
to then?
I have the bottle.
Oh,
I
used
see.
it
Do you want to
earlier.
give inspiration? Oh, okay.
So she doesn't
Here we go.
have-
Here we go.
I still have the bottle.
Antigone is doing a lot of the detect magic. You're going to get the magical components and what is magic in this room. You're doing the Arcana, trying to figure out the actual magic effects, investigating to figure out where the actual also things are. Because detect magic might tell you something's magic, but not where. Right? It's that give and take.
Insight 24.
Insight 24.
Checking how the security system
And security
operates.
system
You got dirty
operates.
20.
Dirty 20.
And she
And-
had a really good idea. While I'm inciting him, could I just like see if he has like a security badge or a
Yeah.
something like that?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you this.
All right.
We're going to start working ground up. There are dragons at the bottom of the Obsidian Keep. 28 dragons. That means they're probably not ancient. As, well, some might, ancient dragons are truly one of a kind. Some might be adult, some might be smaller. The pipes leading up are magically infused, you think. As Kim, your investigation, you realize to the unobservant eye, there is almost a pipeline to any major exhibit, especially to the one with the hammer. In fact, on a nat 20, the entire hallway leading into it would become a oven roast. If you had tried anything, you guys all would have just insta-died, you think. As there are holes like literally lining to make, there's a reason it's a tunnel. Like, this is our big one. We want to make sure anyone who even thinks of touching this just is gone. Nat 20, you find all those little investigation things. With those pipes, you're realizing on the 20, to get down there is probably some side maintenance room.
Okay.
If this is the museum, it's gotta be within a floor either up or down, right? That's just natural. Like, that's on your inside of, so it's either an up or down. It's gonna be bigger pipes because you gotta be able to fix them if they break, right? You can't have that too far away. But that's only on 20. Still really good, but it's like up or down. It's that,
Okay.
yes. 24 security system. You think the security system is great, but on a 24, no security system where your main source of power is, quick mental math. What? You're on floor 500, 17, 1,200 floors, each maybe 10 feet if we're trying to average. 12,000 feet of distance, miles of distance, can't act immediately no matter how good your spells are. Now,
What does that mean?
that means
You
have
on
a
a
little bit of a
24,
gap of time.
you could have a round or two of time before things, like, alarms might sound, but before, like, fire shoots out, you might have a round or two.
Okay.
Now, nat 20ing, you're realizing that on a natural 20 Arcana, the power here is then essentially unlimited. Those dragons down there, whatever they're doing to get them kicking, is unless they're really all taken out, it's hard to just stop it, right? Like, I mean, but of course, it's not just chaos down there. They probably haven't just shoved a bunch of animals into a small gate. Like, it's probably systematic. There's something down there on the 20 Arcana that the magic to work it is sophisticated and intricate, which means there can be sophisticated, intricate cuts in places, right?
Also
You don't make a
means-
bomb by just shoving a bunch of explosives. There is a system.
The other good thing for what his plan is that is complicated, sophisticated, means that there's going to be lots of little things. So if you screw up one
I have
thing,
a theoretical
Yep.
question real fast.
Detect magic.
Okay.
I'll let you after. A lot of magic in this room. You take that, go around. Almost everything in the museum is magical to some effect, which is good to know, right? Like, even the armors and jewels and everything has magic to it. You are getting the faintest feelings, of course, in the walls of abjurative magic. Things probably magically made pipes or things to get the fire in. That nat 20, though, telling you where they are, especially around the case. Your detect magic, though. The magic on the hammer is that the head of the hammer is not magical. The wood of the warhammer is.
interesting. Is
It's-
it the baton? Was the baton refashioned into the hammer? Dude, what the heck?
Oh,
As
Oh,
the baton.
it's in the code.
the
yeah.
hand. Yeah.
It was written in
So the shaft of the hammer
The
is the
baton's
baton.
the shaft.
the To build, to break, first masons forsake. Hide under, within, till gem brings all in. Light then the trace, wealth in space. Bringing out baton, being, I pass the baton to you.
Well, and to build, obviously building stuff, but also the hammer then broke.
In
Was
which
the whole
case,
thing, right?
wait, it says that only the true heir can hold this
Of the
hammer.
Dwarven nation.
Kenai, but I wonder if that might
Resistance
extend to
to
Kenai too,
savings.
because this journal, it passes the baton to you. Because it just goes through the next room. You might be able to wield this thing.
You don't know.
Don't know.
Here's important to
Don't know.
note.
Don't know.
You know the head of the hammer is not magical, and yet you know with that detect magic and also that like nat 20-year investigation, the gem is gonna fit perfectly in the head of the hammer. Not to just in that making sure no one goes, we don't need the head. It's like you know it's supposed to fit in there. It's not like okay,
It's
so
obvious, yeah.
even though the magic is in the like baton, the actual pole.
That cutout isn't just for aesthetics.
Exactly. Now you had a question and then Mason had a question, so we'll go 1, 2 this time.
How big is the case around this hammer?
Case around it is about 15 by
Right.
15. There's only
Okay.
about 5 feet depth,
So,
right, of
like,
it being in.
In terms of, say,
I wanna
a
make a
small
group
little
one.
baby
I wanna
bear
make a
or
group
a
one.
Nickabra or a
That's
full
what I'm trying to
little
do.
baby mountain goat, could, like, which of these, would any of them
We're
be
not
too
friggin'
big to
people,
fit
go
inside
ahead.
without touching the sides of the thing? Like, theoretically, spatial awareness-wise, like, how big could a thing be and fit inside?
It was like months ago.
David in gargoylean form, as he is right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, though, of course, dwarves work late into the night as they have a different concept of time.
Mm-hmm.
Museum is still closing soon. Right now, David in his gargoyle form, David could fit in here. It's a 15 by 15, just 5 foot depth.
That is good
So
to
like
know.
you couldn't like stretch all the way, but like you could put a David in there, and
as long
like
as he's careful.
But of course, like if you were to position somehow not touching either wall, floor, or ceiling, like you could hover something in there.
So here is then the theory.
Okay.
I guess we could theoretically do it with person. I was thinking of familiar because we could just like materialize it inside
Yeah.
and then use a Misty Step rune to get it out holding the hammer.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I don't
As
know
you
if
finish
that
that
would
shenanigan,
work, but
I restart. The second I finish telling you guys on those checks, I restart my timer. The timer just finished.
okay.
That's not the right music. As
The only rush we're in is trying to stay ahead of the pack.
walking down the steps is the next tour group.
It's gotta be them.
As you're not in any like rush as a tour group, like it's more like when your tour group's all cool, Grease will start walking with you guys. You see
Did I see anything through the frame?
Oh,
Look at the hammer.
I forgot you did that.
yeah. I will tell you in a second. As walking down an inn, you see a few figures. Two stand out to you in particular. One, in the front of a group, is a man that immediately stops you. This looks like Coyote
Ugh.
from the pack.
It's Xanatos.
But he's not wearing his armor. In fact, he's wearing a smart business suit.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
Clocks you, David, immediately. In gargoylean form. In the back of the pack is a knight in complete emerald green.
No! Not him too! Guys, we're so scared.
As you will all stop and turn,
Does he only
Xanatos
recognize-
clocks you. The Green Knight clocks all of you. The Green Knight pulls out his sword, pulls out a bottle, smashes it against the armor. I just surrender the items. He's good. Holy fucking shit! And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Awesome.
Plotting.
Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Oof.